Hey everybody, J-Man here in the Danger Room. And I'm going to be bringing in my co-hosts, Sean and Steve, in just a minute. Just going to go quickly through a couple of things. We're going to be covering WandaVision. So if you haven't seen WandaVision, then there's going to be heavy-duty spoilers because that's really the only way you can really discuss this and kind of do anything with it. So, and then we're gonna blab on for a little bit, and then we'll bring in some other people from the chat. If anybody wants to come in and talk WandaVision with us, we'll just go from there. And I'll bring in some other people as well as we go. So remember too that this Sunday I will be doing the first of the X fans interviews. So this is where I'm going to be talking to regular people about how much they love X-Men and the mutants and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be very formal. Now I've got people lined up for this Sunday, and I've got a few people lined up for next Sunday. So if you want in on that, check me out on Twitter at Lifetime Nerd. It's in the description in all my videos. And if you don't have Twitter, I'm also you can find me on Facebook, or just email me, or just comment on one of my videos. I did a trailer for it. You can comment on that video and say that you want to be a part of the X-Men fan talk. Okay, so let's bring in Sean. Hey, what's going on?
So,
hey. All right. So Steve is going to be joining us. He's running a little late today, so Steve's going to be popping in a little bit later. But we are going to start talking about this latest episode. Now, actually, before we start talking about this latest episode, we're going to get, because Steve's not here. This is a story. This is a you and me story. So I'm just going to quickly tell it. Basically, like I was waiting around and we're watching the episode, and then when it ended, I thought, okay, I went to work and I talked to a couple of people at work, and I said, my buddy Sean is going to guaranteed message me or something when he finishes watching the show. And it's like, how do you know Sean is going to be texting you once he finishes the show? I said, well, because I can guarantee you Sean is going to text me and say, you finally got the white vision, or something to that effect. And literally, while I'm talking to my buddy at work who's watching this, I'm like, I got a text, and like I show him the text, and he's like, oh my god, he's like, he goes, you said Sean is going to text you, because I got the West Coast Avengers comics right here. So at a moment's notice, I can start pulling out the issues. This is now this is.
Yeah, that's Vision when I was growing up, and it's funny because I thought that's Vision. I didn't know until I looked in back issues in like the early '90s that like Vision was like colorful and stuff, and I was like, oh, because that Vision was marketed as the Vision. It's like he was in all the comics. I know there's a story arc like Vision Quest, but like for the most part, he was just in regular stories like that. I had a toy like that. I had a figurine with him pointing up, and it was that White Vision, and he was like that in the video games too. So that to me was Vision,
Yeah, the video games.
Yeah.
The Avengers video game to beat him up. Yeah, it was great, and that was Vision. So this was Vision to me.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
This has the childhood of Vision and the childhood Monica Rambeau Captain Marvel. Because that was the Marvel Captain Marvel to me when I was a kid, and she was marketed across all the other media as well as Captain Marvel. Yeah,
right. Monica Rambeau was Captain Marvel, and this chalk white. I don't
Vision
know.
was Vision.
Yeah. Gray Malkin is here. Hey, how's it going? Oh, he said the white Vision. Bad wording.
Yeah.
Well, it's the white. I don't know how to. What is the name for this Vision 2.0? Is that?
Yeah, and the origin of that was the same as here. They dismantled him, and he didn't have his humanity anymore. So when they put them back together, like Hank Pym put them back together, and then he was different. And the color was a choice, and it's the same in this MCU version of Vision.
Mm-hmm.
That color was a choice that he made, the green and the red and all that. And here and then when he came back, he was pale, just like colorless, and because he's kind of dead. He has no personality. He has to create his
Right.
own now, right?
Yeah.
And that's probably what's going to happen here. So
that's obvious. And he even had a little bit of the glow, so you know that's gonna happen.
yeah,
But I always thought, yeah, to me, this was Vision, and just like you, I never really realized. And then you start seeing like older comics, like, oh yeah, he's all colorful. It's like he's like the Christmas colors, basically, red and
yeah,
green. So yeah, this one's got Wonder Man, my boy. This is a Wonder Man, Tigra, um, Vision, and Scarlet Witch, and then you see the corners were so important in the. I wish they'd bring this back.
yeah.
Because I used to just go and be like, oh man, all these guys are in
are
this
in it.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah. And you know what? As you're a kid, you bought comics based on that corner.
yeah, yeah.
And I've got this today. I've got
That's cool.
this is for the mini series, I think, which I can pull out.
That's the '60s cover price right there.
It ain't this price anymore, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Now it's friggin' $5
yeah.
a comic, and then you get like, I don't know, 22 pages or something. I wish they'd bring, like they need to make comics more. We should do a live stream. No,
Yeah.
well, inexpensive also, but
well, yeah, but like fun looking,
fun
instead of like an
looking.
artistic looking cover. I'm an adult and it looks great, but I'm getting tired of it, right? I mean, it doesn't really sell the thing.
No, there's some good covers. There's a Wolverine issue that I just reviewed. I like the cover of that. It looked like there's like a lot of good action or whatever. But like, I think when you're getting these books, and I don't have every West Coast Avengers, but I have a lot of them. It's basically a short box filled, which doesn't quite fill them all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many West Coasts there are. I can check because I got my notes here of the ones I'm missing.
West Coast was the Fun Avengers.
Yeah, I know.
And I think it was season 2 of no, it was season 1 of the Iron Man cartoon in the '90s. Was basically that West Coast team. It was
oh man,
like Tigers in it, and like it's crazy.
I have that. I gotta watch.
I told you to buy it.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Yeah.
They should do trailers for comics with actual voices. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, they used to do that for G.I. Joe, but the problem was like Larry Hama complained because the problem was like the scheduling was really hectic for him to do that.
Yes.
And so they don't do that anymore. Yeah.
Yes. I remember something about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. Well, okay. So I mean, what did you think, Sean? Did you enjoy this one?
I think it made up for the ending of the last. I didn't like the ending of the last one. And I get that it's supposed to be Agatha all along or whatever, but I didn't like that it was like a jokey reveal and all that. My phone's ringing, but anyways. And I didn't like that it was all jokey and stuff. So now they show her as the villain and everything. I do like that it's sort of implied that it still is Wanda doing all this, and she is emotionally damaged, and I like that. I like that she still is the one that did all this herself.
Yes.
Unless they messed that up in the last episode, but also Agatha, we still don't really. I guess we're trying to figure out what her deal is. Like, I mean, it looks like she's trying to. She came because she's interested in this the most powerful witch probably that she's ever seen, and so she's trying to figure out how to take her powers like she did those other witches in the beginning of this episode, right?
Yep, that's
spoilers.
Right.
Anyways, and
I said spoilers in the beginning. Well, as people join in, I'll it's obvious. We're talking WandaVision live.
Yeah.
We're not gonna
but also like they came up with a way to bring in the Scarlet Witch name that it's a designation of some sort, like the Scarlet Witch, that she's able to construct things. So we know now that it's shown in this episode that Vision that we've seen all along is just her creation from her own memories and stuff, I guess. So it's completely new Vision. That dude, what's his name? We always trip on his name, Hayward.
Man, I always trip on his name.
Yeah, it's like who cares about that guy's name? But anyways, he lied about her taking
Yes, taking
the.
the
It's
body.
funny because that was revealed weeks ago
Yep.
in a leaked like storyboard where she goes in and she sees the Vision body and everything. Then she leaves without it. But anyways, so that was revealed in this
It's
episode.
Hayward. I looked it up.
Yeah. Oh, Hayward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's all normal and like when she goes to see him in his office, and then he's like all angry, like Talbotish,
Talbot. Yeah.
Um, so, anyways, and they've been trying to reconstruct Vision, of course, to try and be like maybe like a new weapon for them. So,
Yep.
and it's the white Vision that we were gushing over in the beginning. So, it's cool. It's like I left more satisfied with this episode than I was the last one. I'm more satisfied with Harkness as a villain. I just don't. I mean, I guess her deal is she's trying to figure out how to steal her powers or something like that to become more of a witch. I don't know why you'd poke the bear here because Scarlet Witch seems super duper powerful, and I get that there are sort of like underpinnings of House of M and everything, but this is a better like Dark Phoenix than Dark Phoenix like that they've done for the Fox movies. Like the Fox really screwed that up, but here
Yes.
like a powerful woman who can do anything and is revealing more and more powers and stuff. That's better in this show. And she seemed to be dangerous. Like she even says you're dangerous, right? Because she enslaved like 30,000 people, in this town, right? And I get that they showed that the town was sort of run down. I guess like they're showing there's tumbleweeds or whatever.
Yep.
But I mean it's no excuse, right? And Lord knows what she did with the kids because that's even that. And I guess they're saying too that the fake Fox Quicksilver was her. She's saying like it's my eyes and my voice or something. I don't know, something like that. But
Agatha, yeah,
she
somebody was
made
saying that somebody said it's the rabbit. I was watching
yeah,
the
she can
rabbit was quick.
transmute, but I guess I don't understand that whole part. There's going to be a lot of questions out of this, even when it ends, because it's like, because when you come up with powers like this, you have to come up with the ground rules, and those ground rules get broken in a second because you're trying to tell a story, right? So it's like she's amazed, like Harkness is amazed by Scarlet Witch creating things out of thin air, but then what the heck is Quicksilver? So and if you can't bring back the body because you don't have the body with you, then why wouldn't you just turn that rabbit or whatever into something that looks like the original Quicksilver from MCU? I know the real world reason is because Marvel wanted to shock us with a Fox Quicksilver,
Right.
but what's the story reason for that? Anyway, it's cool. It's awesome.
Yeah. So I think that's right.
Yeah, she doesn't understand. Well, that's why they went back in time to figure things out. I like the idea of and I like that they put these shows in their proper context, like all these classic shows that they've been bringing up, that they are comfort shows and
Yep.
like they're different than today. And it's funny because they even did that in a very clever way when Vision is watching, I think it's like the Brady Bunch, and someone gets a like a
No, it's
garage
Malcolm in the
laptop.
Middle, I think. I think it was Malcolm in the
Was it
Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle? And he's like, "Oh, is that person like severely
Yeah, it was
damaged?"
I think that was Bryan Cranston. Because he was
Yeah,
on that. So he
yeah,
gets crushed, and Vision's like,
yeah,
"My God,
and
that guy's
she's like,
dead."
"No, no, he's not." And then he's like, "Well, how do you know?" And she's like, "That's not what kind of show this is."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that speaks volumes to these kinds of shows versus today, where everything is like mega intense and stuff. Like I find myself watching old stuff all the time, just to calm down, just to have a comforting thing where I know it's gonna work out in the end. Then I go back to stuff like Boys, right? So
yeah. Yeah, you can't
yeah,
watch The Boys all the time. That starts getting
no,
pretty
can't
crazy.
binge that without your mind cracking. But anyway,
All right, so we're gonna bring Steve in to see what his thoughts are, and let's get him in here. Hey, how's it going, Steve?
Hey, it's
Hey,
going good. Initial thought right off the bat, J-Man, you got your white vision.
I know. Sean texted me at 11:51.
Oh yeah,
and I was talking to this
don't
guy.
reveal that too much. I'm supposed to be working at that time. But anyway.
Well, you're on your lunch. Yeah, so it's like oh, here we go. It's the White Vision now. Gray Malkin's in the chat and he's like, White Vision sounds weird, but I don't know what to call him. It's like he's
That's
white.
What he was.
He's
like
the
dead reanimated Vision.
Pale Vision.
Pale Vision. Okay. And there was a Pale Rider or whatever.
Yeah.
Pale Vision.
Hey, Gray Malkin.
We're gonna bring him in a second. After the boys don't know how much. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The boys was very pretty rough. But so did you enjoy this one, Steve?
Yeah, I did. I mean, a little bit of it was stuff we didn't need to know, like how did she, build the universe of WandaVision? What influenced her? They finally got her to say Scarlet Witch. They called her Scarlet Witch finally. Like, some of it was like, okay, fine. Like, I will say that I wasn't as tense about Agatha Harkness being the main villain. This episode, she was a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Though I'm still like, on it. Just because, I don't know. I just feel like there should be someone more. Like, this felt a lot like Agatha Harkness from the comics I know, where she's sort of leading Wanda to, like, teaching her. And I'm like, is she not the main villain now? Like, I don't understand. Like, they set her up like, ooh, she killed her mother and she survived since Salem. I'm like, all right, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, forget the comics, Steve. Like, this isn't the comic. They always take like a inspiration from the comics, but it's like, I mean, that's what I think what was tripping people up about Agatha Harkness. Like, oh, she babysits and all that. Agatha Harkness was sort of like Jarvis in that you could take them or leave them. Like, I loved Jarvis, and I was upset that what they did with Jarvis was he just turned it into an AI, right, in the movies. But when I think back, it's like, you don't really need those characters, or even the way they are, So if they wanted to do that, sure. It's just, but it seems like a character out of nowhere because this is the first time we're seeing her in this show. And we had a whole like phase 1 without this character, right? So yeah.
Okay, I like this one a lot. I am less tense at Agatha. I got my Pale Vision. We'll call him Pale Vision. Or I've called him White Vision my whole life. It's hard to go back. But I'm gonna go with White Vision because that's just what's happening now. That's it. And I love that Gray Malkin is having a blast over me calling him White Vision, but it's White Vision. That's it. He's white. I don't know what to tell you. So White Vision. I mean, I love seeing that. So that's gonna be sick in the next one. And Agatha, basically the comics are there as a very, very rough afterthought to think like, hey, we read comics, so we kind of like me reading the comics for WandaVision has only helped me slightly more than someone who hasn't read them. Like, because people at my job are asking me all these questions and they're like, well, what's happening with this? What's this? I was like, guys, Vision was created by Michael Douglas. I'm sorry, Vision was created by Ultron, who's created by Michael Douglas. So Michael Douglas created Ultron. Ultron used the Human Torch android body, Jim Hammond, and Simon Williams Wonder Man, used them together, made Vision. So Vision is sort of like an amalgamation of these things. And then Wonder Man comes back to life. Wonder Man's brother, Grim Reaper, is upset at Vision because he's a fake version of his brother who he thought was dead. And then we're not even going to get into Quicksilver marries Crystal and has a kid. And it's like, okay, we're not even going to get to that part.
Yeah.
And then, like,
comics are made. Comics are made to be serialized, so they're built on, and that's why you get these convoluted storylines. But it's like that's not what these movies are gonna. Well, they're sort of getting there now, but
Alabaster Vision.
I don't like Cream Vision. That sounds weird too.
Alabaster Vision.
Pale. We'll just say Pale Vision then.
Pale Vision.
Pale Vision.
Or Ghost
just-
Vision.
Pale Vision.
We can call him Television. No.
Television. But like a lot of it was like stuff that I think we already deduced. She watched a lot of sitcoms. You know, she stopped the bomb.
Yeah. No. But this episode is very important for what we call the regular kind of viewers.
People. Yeah.
Right? Like, call them whatever you want to call them, the normies or whatever. This is the people who really don't know what's going on. And they're like, oh, are these sitcoms? Like, what's going on? A lot of the people that are watching this now are young, and they don't know any of these. It's only till you start, there was like a Malcolm in the Middle reference or whatever. It's like, oh, I remember that. To me, that shows like a nothing. Like, I stopped watching.
Yeah, I have no affinity or nostalgia for that show.
I think like Family Matters is where it started to like I tapered off, right?
Well,
like,
I just want to point out one thing. Malcolm Middle is not 90s. It's funny because everyone's like, that's the 90s episode. They skipped right over the 90s. Malcolm Middle literally debuted in 2000. And then it stopped in 2006. So it's funny. They skipped right over some of the obvious stuff like Family Matters or even Full House. Like, I know her siblings were in Full House. But if they did something like that, that would have been funny. But I guess they didn't have enough time to do things like that, right?
That would have been great to do the Olsen, like, have that
do her as twins.
That'd be twins or something. That would have been so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they did Family. No, what's that show called? Oh, with Ed O'Neill. Modern Family.
Modern Family, yeah.
Where she was talking to the screen and saying,
and that was a common format for everything,
You know, like
the documentary kind of
the testimonials,
But yeah, right. But this was important because the regular people out there don't know what the hell is going on, and they needed this update. So I think they did it in a cool way because it wasn't boring for me. Like, I'm like, oh my god, Dick Van Dyke, yeah, Mary Tyler Moore, this is great. And it's like I was looking at the DVDs, you know, like, oh, what is she else? What else? I picked to watch. And they're watching Brady Bunch. I remember that episode with the stupid doll or whatever. I couldn't stand Cindy, to be honest. I know she was like a cute kid. Honestly, like, I couldn't stand her. She was a cute kid, I guess. But
I can't stand Cindy.
I couldn't stand her. It's not like when you're talking about like Leave It to Beaver and everybody isn't the best in that show. Eddie Haskell could survive today. He's just that good. But I like Agatha Harkness. She's not really doing anything. She's literally just came there, played along to try to figure out how Wanda's doing all this stuff. And I think that's kind of neat. So I still think there's some other kind of villain that's going to still be introduced. Or do you think that's just like not going to happen?
No. They've got one more episode, unless they have a secret other episode. But
they might introduce something. You know, it'll be a stinger at the end, right?
Yeah, it's not going to end well, I don't think, right? I mean, and there could be a thing where she has to choose between like Vision and her kids or something like that, or maybe she can like meld her vision into the white Vision and bring back Vision somehow or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
Bring back Christmas Vision.
But the thing is, the kids can't survive this. There's no way. No.
So did I miss something? I thought the whole thing was she stole his body, but it seemed that she made him out of thin air, unless what she did.
Yeah,
she made him. They lied. She never took the body.
Yeah,
that was the whole thing when she went there. They doctored that because like she came in and all we saw before was the footage. She comes in and it's like, oh, he stole her body. That's what he told Monica.
Well, she smashed the window, so that looked bad. So yeah,
that was a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she didn't take the body because remade
that she can create something out of thin air is really troublesome to Agatha Harkness. That she's like, well, like no one can do that, right? You know, it's like that makes you the Scarlet Witch, and then bring in the name, right? So
that's why they had White Vision. Well, I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, I remember I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, she didn't steal the body. What the hell? And then they showed White Vision, which is obviously what they built.
Yeah. But he has no personality. It's just the thing, right? And it's capable of AI thought, but it's not Vision as you know it. Right?
But they gave that away too when they said only you. Oh, there are very few people who could bring him back online. And he's like, oh, I mean, bring him back to life, because she saw him as a person, which they look at him as.
Yeah. He's a thing. Yeah. So
But
we still don't know who Ralph is.
Ralph is probably nobody.
That sounds right to me.
But the crazy thing too,
yeah, she will be. They're gonna be her. They're gonna be fake. Those kids are fake.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
You saying, Steve?
No, I was going to say. I think I forgot what I was going to say. It'll come back to me in a minute. But like,
what's her face? Like the my Captain Marvel. Monica Rambeau was not in this at all. So she'll have to. They'll do some sort of thing in the next episode.
She'll be in there.
Yeah.
What gives Sword the right to think? Because they're like, you don't own him. I'm like, but neither do you. U.S. government doesn't own Vision, no?
No, they don't. But they just claim it, right? It's a security threat. Like it's a national security threat, right?
But then they can just take him apart and build their own thing, and they're like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, she
says
he's
dead. He's dead.
But yeah, I mean, we're talking like this is okay. So Vision is a very high powered weapon, is what they're calling him, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to take control, and they're going to be like, we want this weapon or whatever, and that's why they've stripped Vision. This is why the pale white whatever Vision is very important. And they kept true pretty much they kept true in the essence of it. Marvel they're keeping true sort of in the essence of things, not so much as did you read this issue because this is what's happening, right? Like,
but Andrew is right, like, so, like saying that, so she created that Quicksilver. Yeah, I'm confused because I guess they can say that she transmuted something to make that Quicksilver, or took an existing thing to, I don't know, because she's impressed that Scarlet Witch can create things out of nothing. But then what's this Quicksilver from the Fox movies about?
So that has to be that Agatha is still a powerful witch, and she somehow like penetrated or saw into or is aware of the other Fox universe.
but if you can do that, this is where writing breaks down when you deal with fantasy things. If you can do that, and they already showed that she can transmute something into something else, even something small to something big, like I think it was that bug to a bird or whatever it was. Then why couldn't she? So you pull the Fox version of Quicksilver and then turn that guy into the Quicksilver from MCU. No, couldn't you just do that?
Yeah.
What is this?
This is where you get into this divide.
What is this?
Like, this is along the lines of, why don't you just call Superman every time?
Yeah.
Right. It's like, oh no, in Supergirl, like the world's gonna end. Hey, Superman, can you come over? And he flies over, solves it, and it's over. It's like, Batman can't solve this case. Superman, yeah, Batman, I can't see this. Okay, X-ray vision, yeah, there you go. Because it's because movie. I don't know. It's because TV show.
Yeah, it's because they just wanted to make a shocking thing for the audience. I don't know. They might explain it. Like, there are rumors that say that Disney knows exactly what that means to the audience that they brought in and they're gonna pay it off somehow.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We have another episode. So
yeah. And Vision wasn't any pain. No, Vision has no. That's it. His feelings are dead. His feelings are pretty much dead now. Like, he's just going to be he's a pale version of himself. He has no soul, if you want to call it a soul or whatever you want to call it.
No, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I assume Vision just lying around and someone went, hey, we got Vision lying around. Let's go.
But who's the leader of the Avengers at that point? Well, I guess Fury is still around.
No, he blinked out.
No, he came back. Like, and then he came back.
No, but But
Go ahead.
When did they pick up his body? Like, I assume they picked up his. Like, I don't think his body was lying around for 5 years, and then someone.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, they took it right after the blip.
Yeah.
And then right after the snap. So what? Well, yeah. Why wouldn't someone say? Yeah, right after the snap, we took the body, but then everyone else is there. Sorry.
It's like Hey, Vision's lying around somewhere, and he's worth $3 billion. Someone should pick him up.
No, but someone did pick him up, obviously, if Sword has him.
But he was in Wakanda.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this was in Wakanda where he got.
Yeah,
I'm correct, right? Wakanda.
Yeah,
Wakanda. Yeah,
which is his own nation.
So someone there, Wakanda would have picked him up, and then they would have given him, like, what were they going to do with them? Like, was Shuri going to rebuild them or something? Like, I don't think she had. Does Shuri have that enough? I don't know. You know what the problem is? Like, to me, Mr. Fantastic was always like the super smartest guy, and I don't know who the smartest guy is anymore. Like, as kids, it used to be like, who's the smartest? Like, to me, Iron Man was not the smartest. He just made a cool suit of armor.
Yeah.
But now they've changed that. Like, MCU is Iron Man. I guess Iron Man is the smartest. Is that?
Well, Shuri was supposed to be the smartest.
But Shuri didn't survive the snap, or did she? They never said. But did she?
They never said.
Based on the thing.
Okay, so let's say Vision gets killed. The Wakandan science guys grab his body. Maybe Shuri plans to do something, and then maybe she's snapped out.
Well, how do science people get to Wakanda? Like, it's heavily guarded.
No, hold on.
No,
but then then maybe when they're all gone, the other Wakandans are just like, well, whatever. We'll just give it back to the government or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, just not a lot of them. Yeah, some of the Avengers were gone. Well, anyone who has a big name in Hollywood survived the snap.
The original Avengers survived.
The original Avengers, yeah.
Yeah,
Shuri from the movie.
I thought Shuri.
Yeah,
she was blipped. So
so if she had the body, if they had the body and Shuri planned on doing something, and then she was blipped, then that's it. Sword is still a good entity. Like we're thinking like, oh, Hayward is bad or whatever, but Sword is not bad. So Sword could have come in and said to the Wakandan government, which was in shambles because everybody was gone.
Mm-hmm.
At least the two heads, like Shuri and T'Challa, are gone.
Yeah.
So the Wakandan government is like completely dismantled. So Sword comes in and says, listen, we're going to take that body. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, who was going to challenge that? Well, let's see what we got here. The Fedora Society. Oh, I like that name. I think you're new to this. Yeah. You're new to here, right? Welcome to the Danger Room. Okay, so See the Kids would have taken place in 1996, and the DVDs didn't exist then.
Yep.
That's true.
Well, and those particular ones didn't exist either. Those are the real box sets, right? Too. Because I have like most of them.
You have those, yeah. yeah, I have some of them too. And some of them are fake, I think. I gotta pause that again. I'm like, I don't remember. That didn't come out in that.
The I Love Lucy set is completely real. Like that is the set. That's the artwork for it. So.
That's the. So we all know this.
Look, here's the thing. Yeah, that is a continuity mess up, but they do a lot of that anyways. My favorite is Infinity War and Endgame, because it's like Wakanda is in Africa and it's daytime there. Meanwhile, at the same time in America somewhere, Kobe Smulders and
Nick Fury are wandering
Samuel
around.
Jackson like get dusted too in the daytime, and then also like Hawkeye's family gets dusted as well. Plus, like Kobe Smulders gets a text or something saying, "Oh, there's spaceships above Wakanda," and then everyone gets dusted immediately after. So how long was that fight? It was longer than that. So yeah, no. For dramatic purposes, they shift things around, like continuity wise. So
I think the mom was gone too. Like I thought most of his family was gone. I think the only one I remember was still around was Okoye.
Yeah, she was around. She was the one that reacted to Black Panther being dusted, right?
But she's a fighter, so she's not going to be able to.
She's not part of the family. Right.
She never came in and picked up the pieces and brought. That has to be what happened, because they have the body. Like I don't know what else. Whether we saw that or not doesn't matter. It happened off screen, and I don't know when off screen that happened. T'Challa probably dead. Yeah,
did M'Baku get? I'm just curious now who led Wakanda in the 5 years that. Did M'Baku get dusted or no? I can't remember.
Who?
I don't know.
Wakanda man ape. That's what he was in the comics. But
Yeah, you can't say man-ape, Sean.
I know, but even Winston Duke was like, I remember in an interview he said, "Oh, my name is Man-Ape in the comics, but we don't say that in the movie," which is it's a ridiculous name, but Winston Duke.
Well, you didn't think you didn't think anything negative about it. You just thought, well, apes are cool, and he's like a man-ape. This is awesome. Like,
well, yeah, it's a Jack Kirby thing, but
yeah.
that he was as strong as like any of the jungle animals or whatever, right?
His costume was weird. I just read one the other day. This is in Vision and the Scarlet Witch with Grim Reaper, and Grim Reaper is shown to actually be a bit funny. I'm not going to say the ist word, but Grim Reaper is not a nice fellow, but he is a villain.
I'm going to call it and say M'Baku led Wakanda in the 5 years.
M'Baku's awesome. First of all, that guy was the damn best in that movie, to be honest with you. Like, T'Challa was the best in Civil War, but in Black Panther, I was like, M'Baku's awesome.
Yeah, he stole the show,
he stole the show, man. He was so good. He's like, what are you losers doing here? And it's like, okay, you want my help and everything? That was awesome.
And what I thought was great, too, is in Endgame, when they're running into the battle at the end, he's right in the front, man. He's mega into it, man. He was like right in there. You could see him front and center.
Yeah, I like it when adversaries like team up. So like, I love M'Baku. Yeah,
he's great. He's great.
Namor's probably fighting Wakanda in Black Panther 2.
Oh,
yeah, that was a rumor, eh? That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, I've been reading the latest Captain Marvel issue, and Namor's son is like the villain in this latest thing. So for anyone who's just joined, we're talking about my boy. So happy. This is I didn't go to a convention to buy this. These are my comics from when I was a kid. This comic is absolutely garbage quality. It's garbage condition. I read it 1,000 times. I got my West Coast Avengers comics right here, and Vision and Scarlet Witch comics, so I can easily pull out anything that we need to talk about.
Can you hold that cover up again? I just want to see something. Does it? No, I want to see the quarter. Is it a Secret Wars 2 thing?
No, it's a Vision Quest.
Oh, Vision Quest, yeah. I remember that quarter was always reserved for Secret Wars 2, and like everything had that stupid thing for like 2 years.
Yeah, or Inferno.
Yeah, Inferno was gosh.
On there.
The story that went nowhere. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I don't like it that much. Yeah, M'Baku loves a good fight. He's awesome. Anything?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. That makes the most sense.
They have no elections. It's just fights.
Why is that fights on a waterfall?
This is when Vision lost his humanity. So if you saw WandaVision at the end, he was all like just pale. So he's like it's not even desaturated. He's literally just white, and he's got no humanity left to him. So this was Vision when he came. Now this mimics the first appearance of Vision.
In Avengers. Was it? I can't remember.
Sean and I reviewed that like 5 years ago or something, or no, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. We reviewed that on my channel. So it also said "Behold the Vision," except that cover was red, but Vision is actually red, and like he's red, but he has green and yellow over top of him. But this is when he came back, and it's the same kind of cover that's mimicked or whatever. But yeah, it is not Silver Surfer, but Silver Surfer is awesome as well. So yeah, Agatha. I mean, I like the actress who's playing Agatha. I like that she has purple, just because it's So she's trying to suck everyone's powers. I think that's what's happening. She's going around,
I guess,
and saying, "Well, I want to be the best witch," or something. I don't think anyone's controlling Agatha. I think there's going to be something with Hayward at the end. There's going to be a stinger. His eye will be red or something weird.
I love the someone in the comments last week, and I don't see them here. I think it was Caleb or something like that.
Yes, Caleb. No more magic.
No more magic. That's great. Please let that be the thing, man.
So do you think okay, so Vision, chalk white, pale, white, whatever Vision has not spoken. Do you think
so maybe that's James Spader.
Oh my God.
And James Spader, you know what? Maybe it's a thing where they created Vision and they intended for this new Vision to be theirs. but then
But he's
Ultron
Ultron's.
finds his way into it, and it's like, you fool! It's like,
yeah, that's it.
now I have a
that'd be
body.
hilarious.
Guys, mark the time. 6:40 p.m. Eastern. That is what is happening next Friday.
And then they have to
That's
fight that
guaranteed.
guy.
No, that's it.
It seems like too much story
Ultron
for
is in
one
it.
episode. But
It does
I don't
though.
know.
Like, how are they introducing Pale Vision and dealing with Agatha as well?
No,
And
okay,
like
so
Ultron Reborn, right? Yeah.
So Gray Malkin is saying, let's go with Chalk Vision. Okay, so Chalk Vision is Ultron. Guaranteed the Ultron's in him or whatever. Sorry, I'm getting a thing here. Yeah, it's definitely that's definitely happening for sure next Friday. Oh, Caleb is here. He is the Fedora Society. Okay, there you go.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Which you can plug your channel on here. I'm gonna put a link and let some people come in. So I'm still trying out StreamYard. It looks like I'm liking this a lot, so I'm probably gonna go with this one. So I can only have 3 people, or I can only have 6 at a time. So I'm gonna get a link going here in a minute here, and then Sean, let me know when you need to step out.
Yep.
And then when you need to step out, let me know, and I'll post.
Yeah.
I'll post a link to invite some of the people in the chat to come in and talk with us. But yeah, so like West Coaster, I was also trying to find. I don't know if anyone ever collected Wonder Man, but I love Wonder Man. I have a tattoo of Wonder Man. He has not been in this series at all, which kind of sucks. But like, I'm trying to see like what would be a cool, because like Vision. I'm trying to see how long Vision stayed that way. There you go. So this is Jim Hammond, Human Torch. So this is who Vision's body is.
Yeah.
This is Vision's body, for those who don't know. And
in the comics,
in comics, it's this body with the mind of Wonder Man. That is what's going on. So Wonder Man's in all of these issues. Oh my God, Wonder Man. This looks awesome. God.
Bill, there was a I think he's credited in IMDb or something like that, James Spader, and so everyone speculated that maybe Ultron is in this, but he did like a voice or something.
I'm telling you.
And so everyone's like, well, heck, if he's involved, then Ultron's here, I guess, right?
I'm telling you, Ultron's in Vision. That was decided at
in the new Vision, yeah. I don't know.
No, dude, that's happening. I can't believe it. Who actually said it? We have to go back to the live stream and see who said the actual words of that, because that's happening.
What? Me, man?
It was him.
You?
Yeah, and it bounced off of an idea Caleb said last week, but yeah.
Simon Williams. I know. Where is Simon Williams? I have a Wonder Man tattoo.
Here's the thing. Now, so supposedly next week is the last episode. So here's what has to happen. The whole business of Agatha Harkness versus Scarlet Witch has to resolve somehow. Maybe with a loose end. Chalk Vision is introduced. James Spader has to have his voice somewhere.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange has to show up, because that was always a rumor that he was showing up as well. So all sorts of like, I think that's going to be the hour-long one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be the hour for sure.
That's deep.
Yeah. No, exactly. And the thing, okay, so Scarlet Witch is going to become a super villain big time after this episode, because first of all, Vision is gone. He's now lost his soul or his personality, whatever you want to call it. Ultron has taken over his body, presumably, if we're going with that idea. But even if that's not the idea, he's lost his humanity. So that's for sure. That's guaranteed, because that is the point of having the chalk white Vision. Like, otherwise, what's the point of it?
Also, her kids will be lost, perhaps.
Her kids are lost, guaranteed, right? Everyone's pissed off at her. They're going to make her look bad, right?
Yeah.
Like, Sword is going to make her look like a villain or whatever. And she did kidnap people. I mean, let's not sugarcoat this too much. Like, I love Scarlet Witch, but like, she's kidnapping people. Like, what do you want me to tell you?
So, but Vision is going to fight Vision, right? Because there's still other Vision.
No.
Other Vision with.
Well, no, they can do that.
Kat Dennings.
Yeah, no, they didn't show Vision at all in this episode either.
Yeah, but that Vision is a construct of Scarlet Witch.
But when White Vision goes into WandaVision,
Yeah, no, they have to have a Vision versus Vision.
they'll have a
fight,
Vision
right?
versus Vision fight.
Yeah,
Double Vision?
double Vision. They should even call that
2020 Vision?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the other thing that has to happen because they didn't follow up with Vision flying out of that truck in the last episode. They didn't follow up with Monica Rambeau discovering the cellar in the last
and Quicksilver.
episode.
And Quicksilver showed up.
And again. Quicksilver showing up, yeah.
Yeah, but Quicksilver we know is done. He's out. He's part of Agatha created him.
I know, but he's still around.
Yeah, but she can bring him back, and he's the rabbit. Somebody, one of the I play Steve and I both play Marvel Strike Force, and I was watching one of the Marvel Strike Force videos, and somebody already said that he's probably the rabbit because she transfers things around. Elizabeth Olsen, needs to win something. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
she's the best. They should have really went with her. They had a lot of this is a whole Captain Marvel problem where they had a lot of strong female characters, and they introduced a new one in the first chunk of movies, and it's like, why would you introduce someone new when we already had so many going? What's Caleb saying here?
Well, I mean, if Construct Vision, if they're going to continue forward with White Vision as the go forward Vision, I think J-Man will be very happy.
Yeah, I'm okay with Christmas Vision. But the Chalk Vision is the character I always used in the arcade game, and
like Jay and I were saying in the beginning of this that that was the Vision when we were kids, and it wasn't. I went in not knowing that there was that colorful Vision before. So, and Vision was just shown to us as Vision, right? That Chalk Vision, and it was in video games. It was in all sorts of other media as this is Vision, and then it changed back to the colorful Vision, and I realized, the Chalk Vision wasn't the normal Vision, right?
They made a PVC of him, which I don't have, unfortunately, but I always wanted. The first few things I bought at my first comic shop were these little PVCs. I got Wolverine.
Yeah, no, that's the one I had. The Chalk Vision PVC. You
don't still have that, do you?
No, I don't think I do. I know. Because I see it now going for big bucks. I'm like, this is a cheap 50-cent thing that I bought.
I love those. So I've got Nightcrawler, Archangel, and Wolverine. I had those guys.
I had a Hobgoblin that had a little plastic sky sled for him to put his feet in. Yeah.
All right, what do we got, Anthony? Yeah. Yeah, even this one was a little bit longer, but not that much longer.
Yeah.
No, but I think you'll need, to tie up everything properly, you'll need for an hour next week, I think.
Yeah, and there's going to be a stinger. That Hayward guy's going to turn around and his face is going to turn red, and he'll be like, "Oh!" and then that'll be the end or whatever.
Or he'll turn into Night. I'm still hoping for Nightmare, man. I would really love for them to realize Nightmare.
I know, but they have to introduce that in one episode and then pay it off in one episode.
You have to think that there's a lot of the normies out there who don't know, and I talked about this on the Truths live stream not too long ago. This came up where Zack Snyder tries to appeal more to a fan base, where it's he'll show a shot of the Robin costume and it says, "Ha, the joke's on you," or whatever, and then that tells fans that Joker's killed Robin and this is why Batman is like this. And that works for the panel here and the people in the chat right now, but it doesn't work for regular people. So regular people end up watching BVS and are like, what is going on in this movie? Why is Batman such a douche or whatever, right? And it's the thing is that they're not doing that in this. They're, even if it's painful for us to, it's we know she's called Scarlet Witch, we know she's created this hex, you know what I mean? This is and we know she's using sitcoms. This is not anything new. But the thing is that it for Marvel's being very smart in how they're doing this. It's this episode was for people who don't know what the hell's going on, and they needed that. Okay, so I've lost where we're at here. Stupid question. Okay.
Yeah, where the kids come from.
I have that book. I'm not going to pull it out. She uses her hex powers and makes it so that he can.
Let's draw a diagram. No.
Because I don't think she sees Vision as a synthetic being.
Yeah.
Created him.
But I always thought the kids were just it's something she wanted, so she created that herself.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that they got it on or something like that, and then here are the kids, because the kids weren't even natural anyways. You know.
Yeah, I know.
They grew up in like 2 weeks. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mephisto. I know they're worried about China because they don't like. That's why there's never going to be a part 4 of anything in China. They don't like.
I know, but this isn't a movie in theaters. Like no one cares. You know, they're not making money that way.
But if they're setting up Mephisto to be an adversary in Doctor Strange, that would be an issue. Henry is out. Yes, I know. We can talk about that later. Chaos Magic is not real. Yes. That's a rumor. Listen, we now know that J.J. Abrams has entered the picture, which means all logic and anything good is out. J.J. Abrams enters into stuff. He looks at anything that's remotely good and then gets rid of it. So they do. I know they hate Superman, buddy. Andrew, you said they don't. Did you guys hear JJ's producing?
No.
Yeah, but I heard that like last year, man. I thought, why is this news now?
2 seconds before I set this live stream up, I saw Twitter getting like, "Oh, JJ." If I see JJ's name, I run away. I just run away.
How is there something new to it? Because that was announced ages ago. Like, what happened?
It's not going to be it. So basically, after the tremendous success of Superman and Lois, where I have not seen, any negative.
Yeah.
Anything negative. Say what you want about Batwoman, it's trash. Say what you want about Batwoman. There's some people liking it, some people don't. If you like it, you're weird. It's trash. But Superman, everyone is on board. It's like, did you like it? Yeah. And I've been going to the channels where you have people that only hate on everything just to hate on stuff, and even they're liking it. They're like, well, I kind of like this one. I'm like, oh my. Remember when Joker in '89 Batman, they came into the museum and they were destroying all the paintings, and there's that one really weird painting, and Bob goes to hit it, and Joker stops him. He's like, I kind of like this one, Bob. Let's leave it. That's Superman and Lois. They're like, I like this one. This is good. So with the tremendous success of that, they decided to piss on that and announce J.J. Abrams, a destroyer of franchises.
Well, I mean, with Batwoman, Supergirl, just basically the CW, everyone was getting ready. They were like this. As soon as Superman and Lois was coming out, they were like rubbing their hands together. And it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Yeah. Giving Superman a kid in the comics was cool, so they just did that here, and I liked it a lot. I'm with you, Bell. Like, if they screw up Superman again, like, they can't continue to do this, because Superman is now, I feel, in the public eye, less than Batman, and to me, Superman is the superhero, you know. And I get fed up whenever they make Superman with an emo twist. No, he's a good person. What's so hard to believe about that?
This episode of Lois and Clark was great. Sorry, Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
So to our audience and guys, Sean, I know especially what I'm going to say. J.J. Abrams has already pitched a Superman movie. It is horrible.
It was bad, yeah.
It is beyond horrible. It is, find a 3-year-old and get them to write a Superman story, and that 3-year-old will write a better story than what JJ came up with. It is absolutely astronomically horrid.
Well, it's funny because in his version, Lex Luthor was from Krypton. So, like, we know this because the script leaked and everything. That was like 10, 15 years ago.
The concept was
so yeah. We'll see what happens. I just, please don't reinterpret Superman again.
Like,
just make a Superman movie.
Why would you? I know, like, especially after Superman and Lois, like, literally everyone likes it. Everyone's like, wow, this Tyler Hoechlin guy, we weren't sure, he wasn't that great in Supergirl, but we like him in this. It's like the kids who when I saw when I saw the boys, I was like, oh dear God, this is going to be the worst thing ever. And then I saw Lana's daughter, and I thought, oh, this is going to be so bad. And then all of a sudden, it was so good. I'm like, wow, this is actually good. And then I'm like, okay, don't screw it up. But all right, so we're going through. We're getting a lot here. Okay, so I'm missing out.
Yeah, he does that
he's
as
in
well.
there.
Yeah,
He's there.
yeah,
But his titles, he's been stripped of his title.
yeah.
Like J.J. Abrams
Yeah.
is the heavyweight champion of the world. He destroyed Star Wars and Star Trek, two franchises that could not be destroyed. Have you seen Excalibur? Do you remember in the movie Excalibur when Arthur uses the power to hit Lancelot, and then the sword breaks because he wasn't supposed to win, and he sits there, he's like, I have broken what could not be broken. He's like, hope is broken. Right? And it's like Merlin, and I'm telling you, that's JJ. It's like, JJ, you've broken what cannot be broken. You've broken Star Trek and Star Wars.
Well, hope is broken now. Yeah.
What do we got here?
Anthony, it doesn't matter. They could get Spielberg, Lucas. They could disinter David O. Selznick and bring him back. They could have everyone back. JJ will destroy it. He destroys everything he touches. He is the anti-King Midas. Everything he touches turns to shit. He's horrid.
Yeah, Gray Malkin, I've thought about Superman as a bellwether for America. Like, Superman symbolized hope in the 30s and 40s, and then in the 50s it was more about like the domestic life and everything, and 60s and 70s was like the sexual revolution and everything, and now it's sort of like he sort of, with these Injustice comics and everything, he sort of embodies mistrust, of someone who has more power than you. And unfortunately, like, to me, that's not Superman, but unfortunately, that's the popular view of Superman.
Post the link, guys. Come on, whoever wants to come in can come on in. We're not going to
DC hates Superman fans. You're absolutely right, Andrew. I agree.
Well, the people that made Superman and Lois seem to like us. All right, let's get Gray Malkin in here.
Episode, so yeah.
Let's get Andrew in here. Hey, what's going on?
So,
hey guys.
Hey, Gray. I'm gonna put. Are you on your phone or are you on a computer?
I'm on my iPad.
You're on your iPad. Can you see the private chat? If I type something in the private chat.
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my email, and I don't care if Anthony can see this too. Hey, Anthony, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Hey, or not Anthony, sorry, Andrew. Sorry, Andrew.
Hey man.
Yeah.
All right, so Gray, take that down. That's going to be for this Sunday. I will send you a private link because I'm not going to invite people on Sunday. It's just going to be us.
Okay.
So this will be for
cool.
So you're going to be the first person on there.
Oh, we lost him.
We lost him. That's okay. He'll come back. I think on iPad it's very difficult to navigate. So
Sure.
Gray, send me an email. Okay, there we go. Get him back in.
Oh.
All right. So that's my email address.
My bad.
That's my email address. You can email me, and then I'll have your email, and then I can email you the link.
Okay,
all right.
Cool.
So yeah, okay, let's get back on topic for WandaVision, because Superman is my favorite superhero, even though my channel doesn't do a lot of Superman stuff.
Because I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Superman is awesome, but it took Batman versus Superman for me to really appreciate him, because he's awesome. Batman's a dick. Huge dick. No, really, come on. I mean, all right, if I meet you for the first time and ask, can you bleed? I'm like, bro, are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, we could do an entire stream on Batman versus Superman and all the weirdness.
The Legacy edition is the best one.
Yeah, like I mean, like Sean, like we the thing is, it's like I don't like to because I love Superman so much. I hate like hating. I hate like complaining about Superman things because I want people to like Superman, and anyone who likes Batman versus Superman, I'm like, yeah, that's great because I want people to like Superman again. But it's tough. It's tough on those two movies, and yeah, it's just tough for me. I don't know.
It was good.
Okay, so
the movie was good.
So WandaVision. So let's go back to WandaVision before we go back to. We can go back to Superman and Lois since that's
She's
new too,
nuts.
but
Wanda's nuts. She's
gone Joker
All
nuts.
this is her fault.
Yeah.
Sword didn't do anything wrong. Vision didn't do anything wrong.
There's no
Everything
Mephisto.
Is her.
Yeah.
No, there's no Mephisto. Like Mephisto, that they're saving that for Doctor Strange. That I'm convinced at this point. Because why put Mephisto in a TV show where you could put him in a movie? Because Mephisto's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true.
I fell asleep during this episode. I had to rewatch it because I'm like, I don't care. I already know this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
interesting thing was saying.
I had the same reaction. Like I was sitting there like this. I'm like, all right, you're explaining this to the non-comic book fans. Okay, you're explaining this to non-comic book fans. Okay, you're like I'm on, like I don't have my watch on, but checking my phone. Okay, you're checking. Like, let's get on with it, man.
I really liked it. I don't know. I think Agatha Harkness, that actress, is great.
Yeah, she's great.
I like her face. Like I don't know. I'm like very
is really underrated. The actress.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been following her for years.
Yeah.
She's so good. She's in the first
great.
Anchorman.
Oh really?
Oh my gosh!
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go back and watch it. You'll see her. You're like, oh wow, she's hilarious.
This is one of my favorite issues where Moon Knight joins.
All these white superheroes.
Oh my goodness! It's Moon. It looks like Moon Knight.
That's Moon Knight. Yeah,
that's Moon Knight.
And there's Hank
And
Pym.
why is everybody wearing white?
They're not wearing white.
Well,
he's wearing brown pants.
Moon Knight, and then you look at
Moon Knight's part of the moon, so it's
white.
Moon Knight's part of the moon.
Yeah, he's the moon, and the moon is white. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm with it. Moon Knight just seems like the white Batman.
Well, in the first West Coast Avengers. Now I'm trying to think if it was in the first miniseries. Rhodey was technically Iron Man.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. I have it here. Let me just check.
Well, he's Iron Man in Secret Wars, and when they make the toys on the back, they have like file cards, and the file card is Rhodey's file card.
Yeah.
He was. I'm gonna see if they showed at the end of this one or if it's the next miniseries. I'm gonna pull this out. Let's see.
Also, you guys, what do you guys think? Like, how does Agatha's powers work? Because it seems like she just takes powers from other people. Like,
yeah, look at you sucking the life.
In the beginning, that's what she
sucked
did.
all the life out
like
of
a
it.
succubus or something. Yeah.
So she's the only one who can handle Wanda.
So.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
This is West Coast Avengers, number 4 in the first 4-part miniseries.
Oh, look at that!
Abaton. And yeah, it's revealed that Iron Man has been Rhodey this entire time.
And I bet they're like, "What? You're not Tony Stark."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one thing happened in Secret Wars. He's being worked on by Reed Richards, and Reed Richards takes off the arm and revealing a black arm, and so he's shocked and everything, and so Rhodey's like, "Why are you shocked? Because I'm black?" And then Reed Richards like, "No, because you're not Tony Stark. I don't. What happened to that guy, right?" So yeah.
Oh yeah.
And also, just because I had my new
Margaret Rambeau.
Is that Spider-Man?
With Spider-Man,
Yep.
yeah, that's cool.
That's Miles.
No, it's the black suit.
Miles.
It was
It's Peter.
It's Peter in the black costume. Black in the black costume.
Which I'm reading right now.
So
What's
what they're
that?
trying to say?
I'm reading
that
the
all black
symbiote.
people want to be white.
I'm reading the
What?
symbiote series right now with the black costume.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
reading. He's got it, and now the costumes just started to do stuff while
weird.
he's asleep, where it would get him. But like you were asking about Agatha's powers, but like
Yeah.
I find it odd that she has like Scarlet Witch has red, she has purple, so I almost feel like they're pulling off the Infinity Stone like power again because she can use in like reality. She changes reality, which is the red stone, right?
Right.
When she's making Vision come back to life, it's yellow. It's the yellow power. So she's using the Mind Stone to bring him back because that's what he had. So I feel like she's using a different spectrum of it, and it's the purple one, which
What's
is the power
purple?
one. It's the power one.
Power. They've messed up those. Those things have been messed up
So
so
much.
badly.
Blue is space, red is reality, green is time, yellow is mind,
Yeah.
and
The
then
orange is
is
soul.
soul. Yeah.
Right.
So like, let's take a look here.
Yeah, but what are these?
And then
I thought
purple's
the
power.
stones are destroyed, so wouldn't their power be destroyed now, or no?
Well, I guess.
Well, you can't
Well,
really
yeah.
destroy power like that.
No, I think like the
Yeah.
stones were just. I don't think they were the power. I think they were like what happened after the power would like they grew from that power. So I think the source of the stones is still alive. It's still around.
I believe this here. This is the colors I'm familiar with. The soul gem was always green because Adam Warlock always had
Yeah.
it. And green is my favorite color, so I'm quite certain that the green one was soul gem. What color is the soul gem now?
I think it's. I think it was like orange.
It's orange.
It's orange.
MCU
now?
has it orange.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is in the
MCU
time
messed it up too, though. So,
they,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The comics messed it up as well. They messed it up as well. Like they would have it as they would change the colors sometimes. But Adam Warlock always had green, so I know that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when I was
this one
watching
is-
the episode, it made it seem like Wanda already had her powers, and she just unlocked them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it sounded like to me too.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
right.
Do you
I agree.
do you guys think that Wanda is a child of the stone? That's why she has her powers. Like
You mean like she was born from it?
No.
It's possible.
Oh, because what we saw when we saw her in that room with the scepter, that's how she got her powers. So her powers are. I'm not gonna say that she is a living stone, but she benefits from the stone. She gets her
Yeah.
power from the stone.
That's my theory is that whatever force powered the stones are now powering her. That's why she's able to alter reality, and that's why you got the red, right?
Yeah. And,
And then-
did you notice that right after the stone when she was being experimented on went kablooey, you saw like a silhouette in front of her?
Yeah, and that was Scarlet Witch. That was Scarlet Witch.
Oh
Yeah.
I
I
thought
was
that
like, finally
Enchantress.
finally
that
they
was
called her by her
awesome.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Fine.
awesome.
I really thought that was Enchantress. I thought like
Enchant.
whoa.
Oh no.
So it's deeper.
That would be amazing if it was, but probably not. It's just like this is who you'll become.
I just saw the horns.
Yeah.
I mean, we always saw her wear the costume in episode 6.
Yes.
But Wanda's crazy. Like really.
What,
she
what,
really
like
needs to be
Joker
put
crazy?
somewhere.
Yeah.
What, like Joker?
I'm thinking more like Carol Danvers in Civil War 2 crazy.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
She's definitely like House of M
Wanda,
crazy.
but she. No. Okay, well, I have a whole thing about the Avengers. They're low key villains, but that's just.
Oh, look,
That's
you're
all
not
I
alone, dude. The
take.
MCU hasn't had any good villains except Loki.
Who now they're trying to make
No.
into a hero.
This is deeper. The Avengers are a country club for superheroes.
What?
They only take. No. Hear me out.
Okay.
They only have random some mutants who don't like the fact that they're mutants. Beast, Wolverine, Firestar, Wanda, Quicksilver, all like token mutants. and then they had to mention the fact that, oh yeah, they're mutants, but you know they're the good ones.
Yeah, so that's weird, eh? Like they can accept some of those mutants in Avengers, but not accept them when they're on the X-Men, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
it can't
that's
be
why
like
Cyclops
double
will never
teamed
be
or
an
something.
Avenger.
Yeah.
right.
That's why
Cyclops was
will
right.
never be. Yeah, Cyclops was right the entire time.
Yeah,
Captain
guaranteed.
America.
And
also
Sean
Xavier.
always makes fun of that.
What, Cyclops?
Also,
Yeah.
No, because
Xavier
you know I
is
like
wrong.
Cyclops. So you're like, don't read this. You're not gonna like Cyclops. Like Cyclops was right. It's over. That's not a debate.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Cyclops apologist. He's done
I'm with
nothing
Cyclops,
wrong.
man.
I
Well,
wasn't.
my entire arm is Cyclops. This is all Cyclops. So
Wasn't he?
My guys, I'm
when you
gonna
do-
skip out. Have a
Okay,
great
all
night.
right, Sean.
I might come back later, but yeah.
Sure.
Sean.
See you, man.
So,
But wasn't
yeah.
Cyclops the villain in
I was just reading
Avengers
Death in
versus
the
X-Men?
Family.
Wait, was he really?
Huh?
No, Cyclops. No, that was the whole point. Cyclops was right in Avengers versus X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that was the whole.
All right. How are you going to go into somebody's house and say you're going to have to give me your most precious resource?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, yeah, exactly. What the hell? Yeah, no way. It's like, I mean, the thing is that in that case, like, if Captain America would have just like not stuck his nose in business, it would have all played out normally. Real technically,
it goes deeper than that, J-Man. I blame Nova. I blame Wolverine.
Yes.
Nova. All right, Nova had never seen the Phoenix before, never didn't know what it was. So when he came out, he's like, "Oh my God, it's coming!" I'm like, all right, first of all, calm your ass down. All right, you're 15 years old. You should not be in the furthest reaches of space like that. Two, Wolverine, you jerk. Like, how you just gonna say, oh, Cyclops doesn't know what to do with the Phoenix. You need to kill her. And then he tried to kill Hope.
Yeah.
He just likes killing little girls.
Yeah, no, I know. But what in that, when the Phoenix went into the Phoenix 5, that was sick. And
that was like, really cool.
That was cool.
And his usual Namor's the guy who's like, I'm not doing this anymore, and he just stops doing it.
Yeah, Namor's the best, man. He's my friend.
But also, check this out. Cyclops was the best host for the Phoenix. Because everything he did, he was so, because everybody says, oh, Cyclops is a Boy Scout, he's boring, da-da-da. But he was so controlled that the Phoenix couldn't do anything. And he was goaded into killing Xavier, going into Dark Phoenix. It's the Avengers' fault. The Avengers are villains, but they have better PR. That's the difference. Yeah,
I was with the mutants like big time throughout, and even after that storyline, which is like when they had the divide, right? And like Wolverine had his kind of group or whatever. That whole thing was wicked. And that my tattoo is based off of Cyclops with the gray with the pinstripe.
Yeah,
I like that Cyclops, And then I've got the statues behind me. I don't know if you can see me in my videos. It's like I've got the red X kind of thing going on. But what am I getting here?
Oh, also, real quick. Did you notice how quickly the X-Men who didn't go with Cyclops turned on him? Like they didn't like him in the beginning. Like, wow, this is your friend. This is the guy who saved your lives, and you're saying, damn you, Summers, you killed the professor. Okay, calm down. Okay, I'm not the only person who's ever killed the professor.
Yeah, there's a lineup of people.
Back in a year.
He'll be back. He'll be back in a minute. Yeah.
I mean, like Wolverine can kill entire towns, and like it's always, oh, Wolverine, you old rat.
I know, and you're treating Cyclops like crap.
He did try and stop, though. He did try and stop. Old Man Logan, he did try and stop, for the record.
Yeah,
it didn't work.
Hey, Steven, you said it right. You said the key word right there. Tried. You don't try, you do.
You do. As per Yoda.
Yeah, right.
Do or do not. That's right.
Do or do not.
No, it's just like Wolverine is such a hypocrite. I love Wolverine, but he's a hypocrite. Like
it's weird. I like all those
nobody
characters.
talks about how he takes 13-year-old girls. He always has some kind of 13-year-old girl sidekick. That's weird. Doesn't she have a family? That's dangerous. You can't be taking. All right, let's say what it is: kidnapping. He kidnapped a little girl, took her to Japan, where she now has a lifelong enemy in a Japanese revenge demon.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
remember Ogon?
And they just did it. Have you been keeping up with all the Wolverine? Have you been keeping up with? Do you read all the X-Men titles or no?
Yeah,
you read them all.
I read them all.
You read them all, yeah. So I mean, I'm liking the Wolverine a lot. I'm pretty much liking them all except for a couple.
Wolverine and X-Force could be the same book to me. It's the same book, written by the same person.
But the thing is, I like X-Force a lot. I think it's great, and I like seeing Wolverine on his own. That whole thing with Maverick just now this week was great. And like they've got his arm, like they have like his like severed arm now, and they're selling it. That's crazy.
I like how he's really pissed off about that too.
Yeah, I know. He's like, you're selling my arm.
I'm getting my arm back, but why do you need it? I'm getting Andrew, my arm back.
Yeah, yeah.
What were you going to say, Andrew?
Andrew?
Well, we were talking about WandaVision. I don't know if you covered this earlier, but man, are they trying to fool us into thinking Evan Peters is really the Fox Quicksilver?
Yeah, he's not.
It was a red herring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means they tricked us in the multiverse, like just like they did with Far From Home and Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they
like, what the hell, Marvel?
I think they're just.
They
I think
know
they're
what
just
they're doing.
hinting. Yeah, because they're gonna. It's gonna all be in the Sam Raimi Doctor Strange flick. That's where that's all gonna take.
So the only other Marvel film franchises they'll acknowledge are the Raimi and Mark West Spider-Man films.
Wow.
Well, I don't know what's like. There's gonna be okay. The next phase of Marvel is gonna be a little bit of a continuity disaster because, like, once Kang shows up in Ant-Man with time travel and going back and forth and effing up you're gonna
we're gonna cheer.
I love Kang.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to tell you, and I think well, if Sean was on here and Gray, fucking you'll agree with me. I love when it's a mess because I feel
just like how DC is a mess right now.
If it was too clear, I'd be like, oh, this is not the Marvel universe. The Marvel universe has to be a disastrous mess that nobody can figure out.
You have to pay attention to everything.
You have to pay attention to everything, yeah. And someone's going to be like, wait a minute, in this didn't happen. I'm like, yes, but if you saw this scene in this thing, that explains this.
It's all about continuity.
Continuity, yeah.
That's what you're right, Anthony. That's what I think it is. It's like everyone's power color matches a stone.
Oh, and
Wanda's using red, which was, what was that again?
Reality.
And purple is the Power Stone.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So that makes sense for Agatha. What about the other witches? Did they have?
They were using blue, which is space, but we never got to see what it was. I assumed they were trying to transport her out.
Oh, maybe. Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
I kind of really
like how they inverted it. Like they used
what's up with the white vision at the end?
Burn her. No, women. I was like, nice.
I like the way they did that. So white. We went through. You saw the issue.
Oh right, the Young Avengers thing. What's going on?
Young Avengers. Don't say Young Avengers. I can't stand Young Avengers.
That was a mistake.
This is the West Coast Avengers.
But what if this White Vision and WandaVision is really Ultron?
That's what. That's
a running theory.
That's happening.
Funny thing is because James Spader.
James Spader is going to be the voice of that chalk white vision, and Sean said it, but I declared it at 6:40 p.m.
Would it be weird hearing James Spader's Ultron coming out of Vision?
That might be weird.
Crazy. It was cool seeing it in the first one.
Oh, you see Anthony's picture? You
see what he's got?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Anthony.
I really want to check out that show.
I love that suit so much.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It is a cool suit.
Like that's probably the third best live action suit in Superman history.
Oh, and I just want to bring up quick. I know J-Man already covered it. He didn't like it. Anthony, what did you think about this Superman movie news today?
What the? I think. Listen, I think Henry Cavill's not out. I mean, Warner Bros. does not want to give him money for whatever reason. I mean, it is that's their part. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's gonna be the next James Bond, probably. Who knows?
Hey, I wouldn't complain about that.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if they want to do a Black Superman movie, I don't care. I've read the comics. He's a cool character to do a movie with. I don't care if it's Michael B. Jordan. I mean, well, Michael B. Jordan pitched a movie last year to do a Black Superman movie, but Warner Brothers rejected it.
That is true.
A year later, they come back and announce it with J.J. Abrams.
I mean, is he gonna use his?
Abrams
I
might
don't
call him
think
back
he.
to do a movie, but
I don't think he will. But I thought he was gonna use his flyby script from years
anything
ago.
is
But
possible. I mean, they're probably gonna call Michael B. Jordan back. I mean,
too much of a
I
mess.
tell you, when
Like,
if they go through with this is gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way.
yeah, people think this might be the end of the Snyderverse.
It's like, why can't we? Why do we have to have a Black Superman? It's the whole thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you remember Flashpoint? I mean, that movie's gonna be a piece of shit.
yeah, big time.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Oh,
You can't judge
I'm
it,
sorry,
man.
Andrew,
You
but it's
can't
probably
judge
gonna be a
it.
piece of
Because
shit.
look at Dark Knight. Dark Knight looked like it was gonna be trash because everybody thought Heath Ledger was too much of a pretty boy to be the Joker.
True,
and now
true.
people are saying he's the best one ever.
True.
He's the best one, top one.
Oh,
That's
cast
subjective.
doesn't bother
Jack
me.
Nicholson.
If Jack Nicholson's the best, but
Yeah, I mean, did you see the guy who they got to write this Superman movie? Jesus, that guy! The way he did his Black Panther, Captain America run.
Wait, he's a comic book guy, right?
Yeah.
No, this guy's okay. Warner Bros. You're a dumbass company.
it's not the writer. If JJ's name is JJ's a hack. I don't. I there might be some fans out
Bro,
there.
JJ fucked up the last three Star Wars movie
And
like,
Star
yes.
Trek. And
Wait,
Star
Trek.
Trek.
wait, you didn't like 2009 Star Trek?
It's
What?
garbage.
That was awesome.
That Star Trek shit was garbage.
It's garbage.
Disgusting.
Wow.
I love
Watching
Star
guys.
Trek, but damn, that shit was garbage.
It's not Star Trek.
It's
If you
not.
recast Kirk and Spock, you're not a fan of Star Trek. And also, Star Trek needs to have some like actual very good writing and very good science fiction, and it needs to be thought provoking, and it was not at all. This
Well,
is
that's
a
the thing
You
point.
with
watch
Star
the new
Trek,
show
it's
with Captain Kirk?
Sorry.
The new what?
The new
Discovery?
Star Trek show?
No,
I'm not
no,
watching
this is
anything
season
new.
4.
It's all garbage.
Yeah. I
After
stopped watching
Enterprise-
after 2 seasons. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I watched like I'm a big time Star Trek super nerd. And the thing is, I've rewatched the original series 4 times over. I've seen Deep Space Nine 5 times over. I've seen Next Gen 3 times over. It's like I've seen those JJ movies once, and then I rewatched it just to make sure it really was as garbage as I thought it was, and then I confirmed that it was as garbage as I thought it was. And then I'm never watching them again, even though I own them on Blu-ray as part of my Star Trek collection. I watched the first 2 episodes as Discovery, and then I confirmed that was a horrendous piece of garbage.
Yeah,
and I
Picard.
stopped that. Picard, I didn't even bother because I knew it was going to be garbage. It's like, what else? And the Star Wars movies don't even get me started. They're all garbage. So
What about the
Didn't the original
cartoons?
trilogy?
They have a cartoon now. It's really funny. And it
Of what,
used
Star
continuity
Trek?
like crazy. Oh, Lower Decks. Yeah.
Lord, yeah, see, like that wouldn't exist on a ship. Like the way that they had an episode of Next Generation where it was called Lower Decks, where they showed these people, and it was just normal stuff. Like it's like you can't fire a phaser in a starship without that triggering something. Like I know they're trying to be funny, but it's not working for me. It's just
Okay.
it's like there's too many. It's like they haven't watched any Star Trek, and they're just going by what they think Star Trek is. It's like this is not it. Like
It's a parody of a parody.
it's a parody. It's a parody of I don't know. I saw the trailer for Lord. My wife is a big time Star Trek person. Like I mean, I've got autographs and photos. with
Did
the
she say it was a
actors.
piece of shit?
No, she won't even watch it. She loves.
I agree with her 100%.
Yeah.
She only likes like Deep Space. Well, she likes Captain Kirk and Cisco. Cisco
I
is
love
the
Captain
best
Kirk,
actor.
but like the way they doing him is just
It's awful.
No,
Yeah.
It's awful.
like why?
And Spock is ruined. Spock's one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. He should not be choke slamming people through tables. It's like he's
Hey,
like I'm sitting in the
maybe he's
theater.
trying something new. We don't know.
And making out with
Yeah,
women.
true.
And making out with
Hey.
women.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, I like the fact that that Spock is down with the swirl, okay? And he got himself a really beautiful girl. Or
He wouldn't
and
care.
also-
He wouldn't care. That's the
He
thing.
wouldn't
He's
care.
logic.
no, all right, Jaden, I like the first two J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies. They were fine. Like, I haven't seen a Star Trek movie in a long time after that, up to that, and they're fine. You
I'll be
turn
honest
your
with you.
brain off.
How I
Well, I
equate
can't.
Yeah.
watching a JJ movie is being drugged and violated and walking out of the theater feeling like someone just picked your pocket and then like beat you over the head with a baseball bat. You walk out literally dizzy from
No,
the experience.
Yeah, it's not Star Trek.
As
Like
a
Star
rip-off
Trek-
of Star Trek.
And the second movie, they reversed the roles. But the problem with that is that Kirk sacrifices himself. But Kirk is human. Spock is half human. Kirk,
Yep.
to sacrifice yourself is a human thing to save your friends. That is something that Kirk would do 10 out of 10 times. But Spock wouldn't do that because he's logical. But the way they did it in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan was very powerful and emotional because they had been friends for this whole time. And for Spock to go against his logic and he justified it by saying, I'm the only one who could do it. And to do that
You will
and
and
to
always
die
will
for
be
his
my friend,
friends.
Jim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And the thing is like that is very emotional. In the JJ movies, they've only known each other for like 1 year. It's like, who cares? It's like, oh, I sacrificed myself. Okay, well, I don't know you. Plus, I hated you the last movie. It doesn't make any sense, even in the movie they're making. It's bad. And after so long, they're like, JJ, visionary director, he's going to come in and rejuvenate the franchise, except he just remakes the same storylines and reverses the roles. It's like, that's not new. That's not new. That's you just doing the same movie, but reversing it. It's bad. It's bad.
He was
I
good
don't
in
know.
Mission
I don't like him.
Impossible.
No, I hate his Mission Impossible too.
What?
You don't like
Oh, I
Mission
hate it.
Impossible?
No, he made
The
Mission
last
Impossible
three?
Part 3.
Part
He
3.
made 3. He made Part
Well,
3.
I remember J.J. Abrams. I forget which. They did 3 or 4.
Part 3.
Yeah,
4
part
was
3.
awesome.
He was gonna do 4, but the studio said fuck no.
Of course. And then 4 was great. And then
Yeah.
and then 5 and 6, they're all after JJ leaves, they all became good all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean shit. Like the last one was. I love the last one with Hendry. The way that Hendry was fighting had me laughing.
Like it's like I don't know. Okay, so this is like man, this is the JJ. Like the thing is that it's very difficult because I really dislike JJ. So it's like I will fight till I'm dead against JJ.
What
Like
about
the last
Super
3 Star
He's
Wars
making
movie
good
was dog
movies.
shit. You fucked up Star Trek.
What's that?
What is next? The only good movie is the
Superman.
Mission Impossible 3. That's it.
And now we
That
gotta
is
do
sad.
Superman.
No. You guys are forgetting about Super 8. You guys are forgetting about.
I hated it.
Okay, he didn't. Super
Hated
8 was
it.
good.
Yeah,
Super
yeah,
8
he
was
got a
good.
couple
Sure
good
was the
movies,
Goonies.
but when he touched like something, like I don't know what happened to J.J. Abrams. Like he used to be a good writer, and then he just turned to shitty ass
No.
person.
Do you guys remember Armageddon? 97, Armageddon.
Yeah.
JJ wrote it, Michael Bay
Terrible.
directed it.
Oh my gosh, Michael Bay. That's
It was
another
boring.
director. That's
So
crazy.
what you're saying is there was a lot of cocaine in that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of cocaine. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do a JJ. I wanted to do this segment. I was coming up with segment ideas of like nerd debates, and it's like for JJ against JJ. Like I don't
I'm a
think anyone
fuck
can
JJ. Bro, I hate
I'm
the
like
motherfucker. He
unbeatable.
fucked
The
up
thing
my
with
Star Wars
J.J.
movies.
Abrams
Like
is he wants to
how,
be Steven
man?
Spielberg.
That's sad, man.
Right.
Like
He wants to be
like,
Steven
I
Spielberg,
like,
but he doesn't have
man,
the
just
heart to
trash.
do it. He doesn't have the
No.
heart to do it.
Like no,
He-
I mean I don't know when. I mean Patty Jenkins got a new. I think new one is coming in 2022. And the thing.
I like Patty
We'll see.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
Wonder
I like
Woman
Patty
3 was not her fault. It was Jeff Johns' fault.
No. You know, I'm not. No. Okay. I saw 1984 the other day. That movie was trash. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
not
it.
because it was
Gal Gadot.
James,
It's not Patty.
Jeff Johns.
It's Patty Jenkins. It like they need a new writer. They need a new director because Wonder Woman's not a badass to me. She's just like, man, she's a really nice person. That's it. That's all
For
love
she
me,
is.
84.
Wonder Woman 84 is not is not in the timeline. That's like an alternate timeline that never took place in the current. Like first of all, you went from World War One and then you went from 84. That doesn't make sense. You
Yeah, it
did
does.
one completely
She's been
180.
alive.
No,
And
he
then
She's
said
alive.
she,
she did a
and
movie in
then she
between.
kidnapped Steve, a guy, and Sweet Trevor body. Like, come on, man, that doesn't make sense at all. Like,
Wonder Woman's backstory doesn't make any sense because
not true.
apparently she's the daughter of a god, but also she was made from clay. How does
No,
No.
no. The thing is that I don't know. It's not clear what they're saying because firstly, I love Wonder Woman 1984. I love it. I don't know. We could do a nerd debate on it. I love Wonder Woman 1984. The reason why I love it is impossible to argue against. So it's impossible to argue against it.
Yeah, but
Because,
the story of Wonder Woman 84, you had to let your loved one go, pretty much.
yeah,
And that
Yeah.
was the story, just like WandaVision. You had to let your loved one go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just like that. But WandaVision is better.
it's different.
No, it's better. It's 100. WandaVision is
I
better
think Elizabeth
than
Olsen may be
84.
this much a better actress than Gal Gadot.
I like it though. She's
I like them both,
beautiful.
though.
She's great.
Yeah.
But
No,
like
the fact that she's pretty, the fact
Olsen
that she's beautiful
and
doesn't matter
Gadot's like
though.
the same.
It does a little bit.
Okay.
It's Wonder Woman. You don't want a like a somewhat okay looking Wonder Woman. You want Wonder Woman.
I don't want Melissa McCarthy as Wonder
Oh
Woman.
my god.
No, I don't. No.
You remember that pilot TV show from 2000 and what was it? 11?
Which one?
2007, the one where they're trying to do with that who is that? Who is the female lead in the Orville?
Oh, it was
McFarlane?
Pilecki.
Yeah, she was in
Adrian
Agents of
yeah,
S.H.I.E.L.D. I forgot her
yeah.
name.
Adrian
Yeah,
Pilecki.
she was supposed to be Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I saw it.
And
It's
the pilot,
absolutely
the
terrible.
pilot didn't have finished CGI, but yeah, it was
the
like
story
okay.
was bad. The story. She was like the head of a corporation. It's like, what is
Yeah.
happening here? It's so stupid. It was dumb.
But
But
I mean,
Pedro
like-
Pascal, it was ending. Now he's the Mandalorian. Now was it Max?
Now he's
Alone,
trolling The
like,
Last of Us.
now he's I don't know what's going on. There's no Mandalorian for like 2 years now or something.
mhm.
That's a
Hey,
long
he's making
break.
his money.
So anyway,
I'm happy.
to continue like what we were saying about that whole news today, and people were saying like no Cavill, no DCU, saying that the DC will die on March 18th after CinemaCon. It'll mark the end.
The problem is that like you already have Henry Cavill. I don't like recasting unless
Yeah,
there's
me
a
either.
problem with the actor. Like it's like this Tyler Hoechlin, because when he was in Supergirl, he was kind of whatever, right? He was just like, oh, he's just there and he was rubbish. But now in Superman and Lois, it's like, wow, he's so good. And it's like, that was a great pilot. So you can give these people a chance. Like Henry Cavill, it's a little bit divisive, right? Like some people really like Man of Steel, some people don't. But most people, I think, like Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
So keep him. Why do you
He
need
was
to
good
recast
in The
him?
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
For sure.
Yeah.
He was the damn best in that, man. That was a great movie.
He was
And
great.
that movie got so underrated.
Mission Impossible 6 too.
Yeah, Anthony was saying that earlier. Yeah, Henry Cavill's awesome.
Yeah, he's a great actor. I wouldn't be surprised if he would be the next James Bond.
He
He
could
was
be.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
complain about that.
in the running with James Bond with Daniel Craig, but Daniel Craig, of course, won it. So like,
Not Idris Elba. That's who I've heard all the time now. Idris Elba.
Nah, he's not gonna be.
Idris
they're not gonna
Elba
make
has
him.
been cast as everybody.
Yeah.
Idris Elba has been cast as everybody. People
I
want
heard
him for
he was cast
Doctor
as,
Who.
Catwoman at one time.
Yeah.
That's right. Idris
Catman.
Elba can play. Idris Elba can play anybody, and then it's just
He
like
could
he's
play
just the
Jon
best.
Stewart.
For
Yeah.
He
sure.
like Caitlyn Jenner.
Like, bro.
Yeah.
He can play Caitlyn Jenner. That's right.
The only thing he can't play is Idris Elba.
Oh fuck
That's
no.
right.
No.
No.
I follow his Instagram. He does everything. Like he did.
He's
He's
hilarious
a DJ.
though.
He's a rapper. He's an architect. Like
Oh, hey guys.
I hear he's trying to run for
I
president.
just saw
soon.
on I just saw on Vero, someone was asking Zach to not leave us. Please do another DC film. We need your greatness instead of lives. And his answer was, not my decision.
Yeah, because Warner
No,
Brothers hates
not
Zack
his
Snyder
decision.
for no reason.
No, it's not.
I will say this: if I own Warner Brothers and Zack Snyder's daughter died when he was making a movie, she committed suicide. if I was running DC, I would okay. I'm gonna let you go to be with your family for a month or 2 months, and then come back and we finish the movie. But Warner Brothers don't give a fuck about somebody family member dying. They don't give a fuck
No.
if it's your
Well,
mom, your
because they're
dad,
all
or
about because
whatever.
DC's
It's
all
not
about the
like Disney.
money
If
right
it was
now.
Disney, they will let you. Okay, you could take some time off, and you come back and make the movie
Yeah,
again.
at least
I
they're
don't
not
know,
like
you
we're gonna
guys,
use
'cause
your daughter
Disney's
as an
really
excuse to make money.
No, Disney's
like Disney's
brutal.
very like weird because they say that they'll let like they're a family company, but they're not. They
No,
They're
no.
not.
like to
No, they're
bring
not.
up
They're not a
old
family
stuff.
company.
They
Disney is
like
corrupted.
remember with the whole James Gunn thing.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
completely
You fight him for
unnecessary.
10 years old tweets? Like, come on, that's a stupid
Yeah.
move, Disney.
Exactly. No, but
10
then
years ago.
he said,
No.
"Fuck you to Marvel. I'm gonna do Suicide Squad, and I'll come back when I'm ready."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's doing
And
he started Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in September of this year. So
Yeah.
yeah.
right, but the thing about it is he told Marvel, you know what? I'll come back when I'm done with my other stuff. Okay, I got
Yeah.
Yep.
Suicide Squad. I got a horror movie I want to do. I probably want to do Brightburn. You know, you guys will wait a minute.
He got Peacemaker coming out, he got Suicide Squad, and he say somebody on Instagram asked him, "Are you gonna work with DC another DC project?" You say, "Well, I'm doing another DC project after Peacemaker." So Disney,
Wow.
Disney, Warner Bros. Love James Gunn. They just let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's because he comes from their precious MCU.
But it's so
No, because
weird because it's
he
like
has
they
intel. He has
You can
intel on what
tell.
Marvel's
You
doing.
can tell.
Yeah, but here's the
Yeah.
thing: like after this whole big news, even though we know now that there'll be Hey Superman, let's not let this ruin our love for the character.
they're not. The thing is, look, Superman and Lois is on a high, so
That's
everyone
true.
seems to like it. And can we just enjoy, like, you know what I don't understand about these companies, Disney and AT&T or whatever, Warner's, it's like they never let us enjoy what we have. It's like
Yeah.
The Mandalorian came out, we're enjoying it, leave us alone. Let us enjoy the Mandalorian. Let us enjoy, let us enjoy WandaVision. Let us enjoy Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois was the first CW show that hasn't had people taking a shit on it. Everyone likes it. I told you, I've watched a lot of the channels that just, don't like stuff just to not
I
like it.
think
And
since
even they liked it.
Flash season 1. Yeah, since Flash
Pretty
season
much.
1.
Flash. Yeah.
You
You
it's
know what?
like,
I never got
Yeah,
into
you
the
gonna
Flash.
watch season 7 next week?
for sure. I'll watch
Yeah, I'm
it.
checking it out. I'm checking it out.
So Flash is gonna be on first, and after it's gonna be Superman and Lois.
That's going to be a killer night.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't
You
get
watched the
Flash
trailer
again.
in the promos pictures for the episode 2?
Sorry?
This is
You watched the
Wait.
trailer for Superman and Lois and photos they released with it?
No, I didn't see that yet.
What about
Yeah, it's on I think it's on Twitter. Yeah, last time I checked.
here? I think I can find it.
Yeah,
man.
it looks great.
Here it
Like HBO Max literally is like, here, we're gonna give you a budget. Don't fuck around with it. We're
Yeah.
gonna
Here it is
give
right
you a
here.
budget.
No,
That's what
Well,
pretty
that's
much
the
what
thing
it
with
says.
DC,
The
though.
CW said, don't fuck around. We're gonna give you a budget.
No.
We're gonna give you good directors. We're gonna give you a couple of people to understand, and that's it.
Lois
I have it right here,
episode.
guys.
Well, then the thing with Warner Bros. Like, oh, so 2 million people is watching the Superman and Lois. Okay, let's just do another Superman movie. Like, how does
Or maybe another
they're corrupted?
super.
Wait, is this gonna
superhero
log off my? It might.
Well, should we try?
No, let's not.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Let's not.
Nah,
in
just
case.
go to the
Well-
actress Instagram. Go to the actress Instagram, and she have pictures of the next episode. You can see that.
Let's see, Superman and
I'm gonna have to check
Lois
that out.
episode 2.
Pictures. I think pictures would be fine. The thing with YouTube,
pictures are
Warner Bros.
okay.
does not fuck around with copyright. They hate. Like, even though we promoting their movies, they just copyright.
I know.
everybody.
Let's
You
go.
gotta
I'll
get,
see
you
in
have
the
to be very creative if you want to copyright now. You got to show like a speck of something and like, nope,
Yeah.
not copywriting. I didn't tell you what it was.
Did you find it, Andrew? Because I can't seem to find it.
What, the pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to go to the actress who plays
Which
Lois,
one? Who plays
and she
Lois
has it on
Lane?
Instagram.
Her name is Bitsy something. Betsy.
Here, I'll find it.
Who's
Just go to
Lois
Instagram and go
Lane?
to her.
Oh, it's on
name, and she
Instagram?
has pictures of it.
It's like Elizabeth Tulloch, no?
But she was
Yeah,
great as
but
Lois.
her
Like
Twitter.
people was talking shit about her.
Oh, how come?
Well, people like to talk trash about everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I found it,
You
guys.
can't believe anything.
If one thing's changed, they're like, no, it's ruined.
All right, let's see.
So there's a picture of her. There's this.
Yeah.
Morgan Ade's right there. Thank God they recast the fuck out of him.
Oh wow.
Who's that? That's Jonathan.
Okay.
No, that's SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You think that's Jimmy?
Oh,
Forgot
I
his
don't
No,
know.
that's not.
No, that's
That was
Jordan.
the son. That was Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah,
Oh, they have a.
Lana,
Okay, they have a son.
Morgan Ade.
There's two sons.
Have you seen Superman and Lois, Gray Malkin?
No, I haven't. I've
Oh.
like a bunch of little things, and I don't care about story. I'm gonna check it out this weekend though,
It's so good.
Yeah.
because I was thinking it
I
was
wanna
gonna be
ask
like
something about
another
Tyler
Lois and
Hackman.
Clark.
No.
So look at his new suit we got here.
That's dope. That's
Show
fire.
him the Max Fleischer suit though. But like Anthony's got that
Yeah,
as
the
his
show the
icon.
classic
Oh yeah,
suit.
zoom in on it. Zoom in on it. On the icon, I mean.
The icon.
Oh,
I guess I'll just go
Mad
here.
Lasher.
Max Fleischer. Okay,
Oh.
Superman.
Okay, I see.
CW.
here it is right here.
So look, that is not
Oh, that's
Photoshop.
dope. I
That's
like
in
that.
the show.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really
That-
cool.
So that's the beginning. And check this out. He saves the kid, and the kid says, like, oh, thanks, you have a cool costume. And he's like, my mom made it for me. And that's from
Yeah.
Superman, a Man of All Seasons or whatever, Man for All
Yeah.
Seasons.
Yeah.
And literally he says, my mom made it for me, and he flies off. I'm like, this is the damn best. That was the first 5 minutes. And Superman 3, love Superman 3.
Yeah.
They did the Superman 3 thing. So the chemical factory was all getting
Yeah.
destroyed. He freezes the lake and picks it up and then dumps the water on it. That's right out of Superman
Yeah.
3. I was like, yes.
That is cool.
That
It was
was
awesome.
awesome.
That's really practical too. Like it's a really nice way to do. Like,
Yeah.
Superman's dope.
It was wicked, man. I thought I was like, oh man, they're doing the lake again.
Yeah. I was so excited.
I mean,
awesome.
so anyway, when it comes to his current shoe right now, which I have right here, compared to what he first had, this.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this suit right here is a little bit of Supergirl. If you do Supergirl pre-crisis, let me see if I can.
Oh,
get it.
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Is Supergirl worth getting into?
Not really.
Oh, just give me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
If you like woke and SJW, then you'll love Supergirl.
Yeah.
I do not.
It was normal in the
I do not
beginning.
like the CW.
It's terrible.
Sorry, where am I?
It looks like cosplay. Everything with the CW looks like cosplay. It looks like a bunch of pretty people wearing costumes.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends what
Somebody's
kind of
ugly.
suit you're talking about, though. There's some suit like there's some suits that look like cosplay, and some isn't though. It depends.
Yeah. So see how she has.
I mean, the Arrow looks like cosplay.
Well, the
Yeah,
Flash.
definitely. The Flash suit is from
What?
the new 52 suit. The
Yeah.
new 52, so I'll get the
Yeah, you see this.
Still looks
This
like
is
cosplay.
not what's on the show.
Do you have?
that comic book fucked up the whole comic book storyline of DC.
All right.
No, it fixed it.
It fixed
Crisis
it.
fixed everything.
Why is her skirt so small? Like, would he be?
I do
Would
not
she be
know.
It's
afraid of
the
somebody
80s.
looking up her
I mean,
dress?
it's the 80s.
Yeah. It's the 80s.
Still,
I don't think anyone's going to look up that dress. They're
It's
going to
the
get. They're
80s.
going to
I mean,
get
it's the
killed if they
80s.
try. They're gonna get killed if they try to do anything.
I don't know. A telescope. They had telescopes.
Well, Supergirl,
That's okay. Supergirl now.
No, Supergirl now got a better suit
this
than
is
she did
cool.
way long time ago.
So
Yo, now
It's
she
still
has
a
pants.
Look up the updated version.
yeah, but
See that?
the
Oh yeah,
updated
this is
one.
garbage.
No,
Look
that's
at
the
that.
old one.
Okay.
Like that's the new one. This
Okay,
this
that's
one looks better.
This is cool.
Yeah, this one looks better.
But this is like the first 3 seasons, I believe, or 4.
No,
4.
4.
And then season
Yeah, like
5,
this is
she got the
before.
pants.
That should look fucking.
This
I
is
mean,
fine.
look at the Supergirl outfit from Helen Slater.
Yeah, that's great too.
Yeah. But now she's got pants.
I like the new suit because it's better than the old one.
Helena Slater.
Lena, sister.
Oh,
Yeah, there
wow.
we go.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
I remember this. I remember this movie. It came out like
this
late
movie's
night
not
when I was
connected to
a
Christopher
kid.
Reeve.
It came
Oh
out
my-
after
wow.
Superman 3.
But hey, let's go.
Yeah, I was really
we
little
just
when I
start looking
saw
at
it. I was
suits.
I love the movie, and there's
Yeah.
several versions of it as well. And if you watch the international cut, it's a little longer. And in Supergirl, the Helen Slater movie, she gets trapped in the Phantom Zone, and there's
That's
like a
how I
good
imagine the
15
Phantom Zone would
minutes.
look like.
There's a good 15 minutes in the Phantom Zone where she's like literally in it trying to get out, and it's crazy good. Let me see if I can do Supergirl, Helen
Yeah,
Slater.
when I saw that, I was like, that's not how I imagined the Phantom Zone would look like.
Yeah, like look, it's like they're literally in the Phantom
So
Zone.
graphic.
They should introduce Darkseid. Now I'm playing.
And she bleeds in the Phantom Zone as
That
well
movie
because
was dog shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, didn't
Which
they
one,
have a Superman
Supergirl?
prequel show called Krypton?
Yes,
no,
they
no,
did.
no.
Yes.
Krypton.
Yes.
Yep, I've got
Yeah,
it.
Krypton.
Is that still
Krypton
on?
was a prequel.
It was cool, but it don't know, it was sci-fi. Sci-fi is the worst. They
Yeah,
cancel
Sci-Fi
everything.
love canceling shit. They're the best known show to NBC,
No.
Sci-Fi,
Sci-fi has really good shows.
and
They just
I
don't
don't know
have
what else.
the money to pay for them.
Mhm.
Yo, they
Look at
canceled them.
Farscape.
Yeah, like
They
I mean,
cancel
I don't-
every show that they made for 2 seasons. I don't get it.
yeah, they literally cancel everything. I don't
Even the
understand.
actors like, bruh, really? Like, come on, man. Like Sci-Fi is a piece of shit company.
Did you see people were talking about how there's not going to be a WandaVision season 2? It's like, I know, duh, it's a mini series. Like, why would there be a season 2?
Yeah, like, are you fucking stupid? The story is gonna continue in
Like you've never
like
heard of
the
a
story is
limited
gonna
series
continue
before?
in Doctor Strange 2 or Spider-Man. I'm not sure which one. I think
Or
Spider-Man
both.
and Doctor Strange 2. But she might
Or
have a
both.
small
okay,
cameo
you
in
guys.
Spider-Man.
Did you guys
I
see
learned you can-
the new teaser for Spider-Man 3?
What
No.
when they released the title?
What is the title?
No Way Home.
Oh, No Way Home. Is that the real
I thought it
title?
was gonna
Yes,
be
it is
home
the
Yeah,
real
that's the
title.
real title.
Stuck at home.
I mean, it's
Oh,
Sony.
God.
Sony's the most shitty company to put titles.
No,
Worst
no.
title.
So, Sony's done some really good big
And the
stuff.
people blame it
They're
on
like- they're
Marvel. Oh,
indie
Marvel's the
music.
one who do the title. No, they do not own they do not do the title. Sony, they're the one who do the titles for the Spider-Man movies.
Hey,
Oh,
don't
it's
be
not
mad
Marvel.
at Sony
Far
just
From Home,
because
No
Marvel was
Way
making
Home.
bad business moves in the 90s.
Yes.
Like, Sony is never giving up Spider-Man to Marvel.
No way.
No way.
But I do
No
think
way.
Sony might go bankrupt in the next 6 or 7 years from now.
No,
Really?
no. Sony's too big to fail. Like,
I mean,
s-
hey, I mean, who knows? I mean, like, once they, if they stop doing the Marvel Spider-Man after Spider-Man 3 or 4, whatever, Sony's gonna. I mean, who knows? I mean,
Oh
But Sony-
yeah.
I mean, they still got Venom. They're doing Morbius. They're gonna do another Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and they're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
do
true. They're
Venom
doing
after
doing
that as
Craven.
well.
17
So they're
film.
making money off of this. And Marvel just like, give us the character. We have so many plans, but they have to.
Yeah, but
But this Spider-Man is based too much on Tony Stark, and I don't like
Yeah.
that.
and Miles Morales.
like, I don't like that, but like, I get it. Why? Because
Me too.
he's not old. If he was like 24 or 25 years old, then yeah, I get it. he will have a lot of villains,
But
he doesn't have villains.
But wasn't this all this new, like Spider-Man and Tony becoming close? That's relatively new because that never happened back. I don't remember that happening.
Yeah,
no way.
He used to in the comics.
Right.
Spider-Man used to be a fan, but not like way fan.
He's like that's
he never
Civil
joined the
War-ish.
Avengers.
So you guys don't know this, but Steven, I used to have a Google community for Marvel, and I used to own the licensing rights. Check this out. I had the licensing rights to the Spider-Man newspaper strip, and I could post it on it. You can buy it right now. I don't know how long it lasted, but every day a new strip would come out that Stan Lee would write, and and the licensing rights were only $1 a day. It was like $1 per day. So I just said, "What the heck? I'll buy them." And anyone could buy them. Like multiple people can have them, and you can post them wherever you want. And Steven and I were doing a lot of stuff on this Google community. So Steve actually went back and started reading Amazing Spider-Man from #1, and he's been reading it for a few years now. Steve, what number are you on?
Like 256.
He's been going
What
systematically, one by one, reading the entire history of Spider-Man. So how long was Spider-Man in high school?
Like 19 issues, maybe.
So that's like less than 2 years worth. And then he went right into college.
Yeah.
And I mean, when are we going to get to so Spider-Man really is Spider-Man. He's only the kid in the beginning.
Yeah, in the very beginning.
Of which one?
I think the MCU, if they do Spider-Man 4, who knows if movie theater is going to be open this year?
No, well,
No, I don't
the
think
reason
so.
why kid is because you can tell so many more stories
I
with
think
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
You're right. That's the reason. Yeah.
I think Spider-Man will finish high school in this Spider-Man 3, right? And then he will go to college.
He's supposed to, right?
They're gonna do.
I hope so. Like this is
that's what I think they're gonna do with this version. Now.
Really dragged on him in high school. Like, and this is not, this isn't a reflection of the comics. Like, he was not in high school. Like, they had his graduation by 19 or something. Like, he was literally. It was. I'm not sure if it was 19, but it was a short period of time. Probably 2 years at the most. I think less than 2 years. Like, this is
Spider-Man
not.
version's like what? 18, 19 years old, probably. MCU version Spider-Man like 18 or 19. So I hope in Spider-Man 3 he finished high school.
Wait, how old are you? How old are you in well, okay, so Steve and I are from Canada, and we had grade 13 when we were growing up, but now they don't have grade 13 anymore, do they, Steve?
No.
And over here in the States, it's up to grade 12.
12?
Like us.
Yeah,
like us.
Okay, so that's how it is now. Did you guys did you guys ever have 13?
We have kindergarten.
So we actually have junior kindergarten, senior kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 13. But now we have, I don't know. I think do we have 2 kindergartens or not? None of us have kids, so I don't know. I'm married, but I don't.
We have 2. We still have 2 kindergartens.
Okay, but you don't have to go to junior kindergarten, right?
No,
that's we call that preschool here.
Preschool, yeah.
Okay, so it's a little bit different. So that means that how old are you in grade 12? You're probably like what?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18. You'll be 18 and old over here if you're in 12th grade. 18, 17, around there.
But also remember, Peter Parker is really smart. So who's to say that they didn't jump him up a couple grades?
That's true.
That's true.
He could be literally younger than everybody that he knows.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true.
And plus, this is a 5-year time jump, so technically, he probably will be in 12th grade now.
23.
Yeah.
23.
So,
no, but he got blipped, so he's fine.
Yeah,
but when they got
blipped,
really they basically started over. Like, you start that grade over, don't you? Like, they didn't.
Yeah, they talked about that in Far From Home. I think it would be really funny if Spidey didn't get blipped, and then later on, like in Endgame, he had a full beard. He's like,
I don't know if Tom Holland can grow a beard.
Spider-Man.
No,
I like that suit from Endgame. the other was the Iron Suit, whatever they call it.
Iron
Iron
Spider?
Iron Spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider Suit. That's from the comics, I believe.
Yeah,
Ben
he
Riley
got that
wore
right
that.
before when he joined the Avengers. Tony's like, hey, I got something for you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It smells like a new car in here.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. That was what?
That was
That
neat.
was, but also,
Yeah.
like they talk about how much of a kid Spider-Man is, but he's like, oh, because he's so into pop culture, but wouldn't they all be into pop culture?
But here's the
just
thing.
makes the rest of them look really, really
I
old.
feel like out
Right.
of the 3 versions, the one that actually knows and respects the source material was Sam Raimi.
Mm.
Yeah, but okay,
Now,
so yeah,
Yeah, because he was doing the he was doing the what was it? Like the 60 runs of Spider-Man 70s around
Right,
there.
the
Like the
60s
classic
Steve
Spider-Man.
he was
Ditko
doing the
era.
classic one.
covered
I'll
that.
show you guys something. I'll show you here.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
I
found
love
something.
Sam Raimi. He's doing Doctor Strange too. Thank God,
Yeah.
he's a perfect director for that movie.
I'm
Thank God Marvel got him. I hope he do another Marvel. I hope he do
judgment on that.
another Marvel movie.
Raimi's not the best with third movies.
Well, the Spider-Man 3 wasn't
True.
his fault. It
Well,
was
that's
Sony.
Army
Sony.
of
That was
Darkness?
actually that was Sony's fault. It's not. I wouldn't blame it on Sam Raimi because they forced him to put Venom in the
Yeah.
movie.
This here,
Like,
this was the Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh.
I don't know what volume this is, volume like 3 or something. So this is when there was Parker Industries.
yeah, he
and you
looks like
see he has, like,
Tom
tech.
Holland.
Yeah, you see, and he has tech in his.
So that's basically Tom Holland. Okay. But check
Right.
out this thing I found when it comes to comic accuracy.
Yeah, he looked like
So,
Tom
like
Holland.
this. So I read this
That's
series.
cool.
I read this series. It was pretty good. So
I
like
feel like
this is
Spider-Man
what this is.
would do better as a show.
Yeah.
Really?
Like the whole thing with when Doc Ock and Spider-Man switch minds for like a year. That would
Superior
make an
Spider-Man.
amazing season for a TV show.
Yeah.
Like,
Just-
okay, so yeah, I mean, Andrew, yeah, I mean, like Sam Raimi is going by his Spider-Man, which also happens to be my Spider-Man. This is why he doesn't want Venom, because Venom, when I was
Yeah,
younger,
he
and
didn't
Venom
want to
came
do
in-
Venom. That's true.
yeah, Venom comes in Spider-Man 300, I believe, which is the famous cover, and I can double check that
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
I'm
because
pretty sure
Sony
it's-
in 2007, Sony forced him to put Venom. He's like, listen, I don't want to put I don't like Venom. I don't want to put him in my movie. And they just forced him to put Venom in it. And that's the reason why Spider-Man 3 flopped, because of Venom.
It didn't flop.
right.
And Sony, like,
It
Sony's
didn't
a piece of
flop, but
shit
people
company,
didn't like
to
it.
be honest.
Critically, yeah, people didn't
Yeah.
like it, but it made its money back. Like
It made its
when
money,
people say something
Man, look at the
flopped,
similarities.
that means it was bad across the board. Spider-Man, X-Men 3,
I think they
Fantastic,
make what, like
Fantastic Four
700,
movies all
800? I don't
made their
remember.
money.
Look at that.
They did. Yeah, they made their money. But Sam Raimi, this is why, if you look at the, like, Sandman was the classic costume of Spider-Man. Like he honors those classic characters. To us, when Venom came around, I was just like, oh, this is just like the evil Spider-Man. It wasn't, he was a cool character, but for me, it didn't take the world by storm or anything. We're just like, yeah, Venom's cool. But like, we never would have said Venom was better than Doc Ock or something. It's only later on where you started getting into, like, people who are getting into comics in that time where they're like, wow, Venom is my villain, and they loved Venom. For me, if you weren't in the 67 cartoon, if you weren't in that Spider-Man cartoon, you
Oh, I saw
weren't
that
the main
cartoon.
villain. Yeah, that cartoon is. I've seen it like, so I met the voice actor.
Paul
I met the
Souls?
voice actor of that.
You met Paul Souls? Funny enough, the first thing they introduced me to Spider-Man was the 1994 cartoon.
Yeah.
Same here.
And
That show
then
was
came
so
the Raimi.
underrated, though.
That cartoon was literally top 3.
Yeah, then after the 90s show came the Raimi trilogy.
Gonna see
So
if I can find a picture. I know I have a picture of me and him. I don't know if I posted it anywhere, but I got a picture. with Paul Souls or whatever. It was
J-Man,
pretty
you
cool.
got the cartoon for the Spider-Man?
Yeah, of course.
You have
It
it?
is right. Where is it? It's on the. It's behind that picture. It's behind my picture of a thingy. It's all on that side.
You need a Jarvis, J-Man.
Oh.
Oh,
It's,
You got your
wow.
Spider-Man section.
Oh, damn.
You could charge tickets.
Yeah, just
You
for
see that
exploring your house.
there's a Stephen Amell autograph.
Yeah, you could charge
Maybe-
ticket just to go
Oh,
to
it's
his
this
house.
way. There you go. So it's
Wow,
behind
Stephen, that
Stephen
worth
Amell.
like
It's
probably
behind
like
Stephen Amell's
10,000.
autograph.
Dang.
So I'm
Okay,
taking
And you
Yeah,
saw some
J-Man.
Suicide Squad toys there.
So I'm taking J-Man. Since you said the '60s Spider-Man, I'm guessing the only versions you have are that '90s Garfield, McGuire, Holland.
The 90s Spider-Man never came out to officially buy.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Did you guys like the Japanese Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
I did not see it.
The only
Like,
thing
I
I
always
like
saw it
when it says Spider-Man, it's Spider. Yeah, I like that theme song. That's it.
Oh, check.
Like,
Okay, so
that was the
check
only
this
song like
out.
that was
Oh.
good, isn't it? Oh
He
my
looks so
goodness,
evil.
what kind of rip
He looks angry.
Well, he's fighting a lot of. All right, so check. I'll make my screen.
Oh,
This
wow.
here-
Okay, that's dope. That's cool.
So it's
Good guy.
actually his car.
Oh, that
So
makes
this
sense.
is the Hot Wheels. It was limited edition for a convention, and it's a Hot Wheels car. So I can show. I didn't want to open it because it's completely sealed, and it's pretty neat. I'll see if I can find it. Oh, if I can do the Spider-Man Hot Wheels. This is a laptop, so
What
I can't
about the
type
show?
properly.
What about the
There you
TV
go.
show? You like it?
I mean,
Oh,
it's a
wow.
fun
Look at
show.
What
It's
about
got
the
like a
TV
giant
show?
robot.
Batmobile.
Spider-Man.
Looks like the Batmobile.
Wow.
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at
it's a
that.
Spider-Mobile. I used to have a Spider-Man helicopter when I was a kid too.
By the way, I was wrong. Peter Parker graduates in issue 28. So it
Okay,
was
so 2 years.
2 years.
And
He
yet,
fights Molten
Hey,
Man in
I have
that
a
issue.
question.
and here's the thing
I
about
have a
that.
question about
Yeah, go ahead.
the thing. A lot of those early books in the '60s, they were bi-monthly, so they came out like once every couple of months.
Also, it could have
So,
only been a
does that
year.
do you count that into it?
Yeah, it could have been
Yeah.
less
So,
than
like,
2 years then.
So yeah.
yeah.
So Steven, you
Also,
said
he said Spider-Man said he got his powers when he was 15. Like,
let me see what age he was when he became Spider-Man.
If you go by comics,
at
or
least that's
whatever.
what he said in Civil War. He said, like,
in
my name
Civil
is Peter
War?
Parker, and I've been Spider-Man since I've been 15 years
Oh,
old.
okay, so
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
when did Peter Parker get the spider bite?
Okay. Oh, all right. While Andrew was doing that,
wait, it says right here he was around. He said he was bitten
Sorry,
by the
go ahead.
spider 13 years ago, and it was previously established he was around 15 at the time.
Cool. Dang, okay. Back. I recently reread Civil War, and when when Spider-Man joined up with Captain America's team, you just saw how like trash talky the other heroes were, because they're saying like, "Wow, Spider-Man's joining us." I thought his head was so far Iron Man's butt he couldn't see straight. And it's like this is why I don't like when heroes fight each other, because I get the feeling
Me
that they're
neither.
not really friends.
Well,
not
it's
at all.
it's what's his face? It's Mark Miller, Millar or Miller. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Miller, but yeah, it's
Miller,
spelled
yeah.
with an A.
Like he's always like that. Like if you look at anything he's written, he loves like to
Kick-Ass
push the boundaries.
and
but-
Red Sun, Superman Red
Yeah.
Sun.
It's not always good. And I didn't like Civil War at
Speaking
all.
of Red Sun,
Red Sun was the only thing he wrote I liked.
So I was okay. Speaking of that, what if like he adapted Red Sun, Superman Red Sun, and had Henry Cavill?
I'd be good with that.
Seeing
I
Henry
agree.
Cavill speak Russian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no point.
Ooh. Well, we saw that in The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Wait, he did?
So
Yeah.
Supergirl did that already. They
Supergirl
already
did
had
that already. Yeah.
Red Daughter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean,
Supergirl.
what Superman story arc would you want to see adapted for Henry Cavill?
Nothing. I want to see him be normal Superman.
The
What,
best.
like the bright and
I
optimistic?
want to see
Oh yeah, look at
just a
that.
nice guy.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
wasn't her costume, but
Yeah, it was that big one with the cape.
it was like this kind of thing. Red
She
Daughter.
looks like Zod.
And look at her. Look at her.
The
Look
outfit.
at this. Look at her disguise with the brown hair, black hair.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She looks like Jennifer Lawrence in Red Sparrow.
It's so weird
I didn't
that
watch that.
every time Kara has to go with this guy, she always changes the black hair.
Well,
It's
you know,
like,
Supergirl
hey, how
to
about
me
you
was
change it
Matrix.
to brunette.
Yeah.
I mean, in the Helen Slayer Supergirl, when she was Linda Lee, her hair was black.
This is my Supergirl.
Oh,
So
wow.
I actually have this comic. I have this comic right here.
Oh,
And this is when
that
Supergirl was
looks
Matrix. So Supergirl was Matrix, and she was created by Lex Luthor because Supergirl died in Crisis. And Lex Luthor made a character called Matrix, and she could morph to things. So she morphed like Supergirl to mess with Clark's mind. And what happened is that she got trapped as being Supergirl, and then she helped this girl named Linda Danvers, and she merged with her because she was dying. So the way it worked was, if they had made a Supergirl movie at the time of this comic, and this is the Peter David comic, and I've got the entire run. If they made a Supergirl movie at the time of this comic, you would have needed to cast two different actresses for Supergirl, one for Linda, one for Supergirl, because when she morphed, she literally morphed into a different person to be Supergirl.
Whoa.
And
Like
that
regeneration.
Supergirl, so that Supergirl later became Supergirl.
Wasn't she an angel or something?
So she was an Earthborn
She's the
angel.
Phoenix.
Yeah, she was an angel. Yeah.
She's the Phoenix.
So this was the
Oh,
Peter
wow.
David Supergirl.
Oh my God, the Dark Phoenix. What
Yeah.
ripoff I'm playing.
Then she started to wear this costume
Oh, yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, that's
The
an
ones-
ugly. Oh,
I mean,
And the
Why is she
animated
wearing
series
Daisy
used that.
Dukes?
Yeah, I don't know.
bro, that look like a ripoff of Captain America. So
Yeah, so this is the Supergirl that I
Well-
know,
Yeah.
that I read. And I have a statue of this and a poster, and the statue's over on that side.
yo, J Man, just a minute. You have everything.
I do have a lot of stuff. But Sean has a lot of stuff too. He's off the stream. But Sean doesn't flaunt his crap like I do. Sean's got tons of stuff too. But
I mean, you should see Enoch.
Yeah, we see it in the
Man.
background. You ain't slick, Xavier. Kidding. I'm kidding.
this behind me is all horror movies. I have two complete things of horror movies. I've got, I don't know how many horror movies I have. It's like endless.
I hope they
Hey,
make a DVD set for Superman Lois.
You know, it was a good. I
Okay.
don't know. I got this the other day. I don't know if you guys have seen this one.
Which
Is that
one?
It's-
Wolverine?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Patch. Is that-
It's Pat. It's like the Patch kind of
No,
Wolverine.
that's not Patch.
Why do you look so
It's
feral?
not Patch, but he becomes Patch.
Actually,
Yeah.
they make it Justice League versions of those.
Hmm.
Yeah,
If
for
they do
Zack
that,
Snyder
I-
Justice League. Yeah, they're making.
I get the
one of
black
those.
suit Spider-Man if they do that.
Speaking
Oh.
of Black Suit,
You
did you
all
like
right,
how?
with
Speaking of,
oh,
hold on a second.
sorry.
Speaking of Black Suit, did you like how they translated the Black Suit for Peter in Spider-Man 3?
No,
Because
No.
that was not Sam Raimi for that's Sony.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just basically the normal costume painted in black with the symbol changed.
No, if you
it's not
watch,
that bad.
like first of all, like it's Sony. Everything what happened in Spider-Man 3 is fucking Sony fault. Like everything. Like
Whoa,
everything.
okay, but you're saying, what about the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man?
Oh
Like,
yeah, yes.
that
Amazing
was
Spider-Man
funny,
was a shitty
Because
ass movie.
remember
because
the trailer?
Yeah.
I like the
No,
first Amazing
but, like, I
Spider-Man
think
movie,
Andrew
but the
Garfield
second
had the
one
best
was
voice
trash.
for Spider-Man.
He was
Which
good.
one?
The second one was trash.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2 was trash.
They're
It
both
wasn't as
trash.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
I like
just
the first one better
regular
than the
trash. The
second
other
one.
one's
I can't watch
recyclable
the
trash.
second one.
The first one was a terribly written romance story. Like I was like, every time he talked to Gwen Stacy, I literally vomited in my mouth a bit. Like it was
Yeah, it was
horrible.
bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
Bad. I
Oh,
cringed.
you were just
at,
watching a
like
couple
Naked
going through
Lizard.
their issues on screen.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
terrible.
And
Like,
there's
'cause,
Naked Lizard, and then his costume was garbage.
The
in
first
that
one,
movie.
not the second one.
What?
No, the second one's
Second
costume
one was
was good.
yeah.
The second
I
costume,
mean, what were those
Andrew
like yellow?
Garfield
Were
costume
those
was good.
sunglass lenses?
The first one is so garbage.
Here, let me bring up the first costume.
I'm bringing. I got it.
All right.
All right. Good. Okay. This is a laptop, and I cannot type on laptops.
Like
The
I can't
Amazing
watch
Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man. I'd rather watch the first one than the
I
second
mean,
one.
look
can't
at that.
watch
Is that
Yeah.
sunglasses?
This is garbage.
Yeah, it's terrible. He's
Yeah,
got the
like,
blue
That's just a
it looks
bad
like
fingertips.
picture.
It looks like a rip-off version of Sam Raimi.
It's
Well, the
terrible.
second one felt like a ripoff of
It
Sam
looks like
Raimi.
they updated the Japanese version.
Now this one, look at this.
Like this is
That
cool.
looks good. No, that
That's-
felt like a rip-off of Sam Raimi.
That's
But
the
Sam
second.
Raimi was doing the classic Spider-Man, so
Yeah,
I mean,
this is good.
yeah, this is good.
he's got the Todd McFarlane eyes.
Yeah, I like the top
Yeah.
front eyes.
Yeah.
I remember the video game version of this game.
The villains were horrid though.
I have a question for you guys.
Hmm.
Who is your Spider-Man? Who's the Spider-Man writer that got you into Spider-Man?
Oh, that
Book
is-
wise? You talking about book wise?
The writer, like
Of the comics or
who's writing
movies?
Spider-Man
Like,
right now. Yeah, of the comics.
Ooh,
I
that
haven't
is
read the
hard.
latest Spider-Man comics. I started with, for me as a kid, art was like more important than story because I'm a kid. I'm
Yeah,
looking
I
at the
agree,
pictures.
definitely.
So Todd McFarlane is where I started to really realize, like, I like Gray Hulk. I've got Gray Hulk and Spider-Man. Those are and it was Todd McFarlane and Gray Hulk and Todd McFarlane and Spider-Man. I was a Todd McFarlane
Yeah,
guy.
Tom McFarlane is a legend.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the dude did Spawn.
Except for Spawn, whatever that movie. Can we be honest? Spawn is never coming out.
That movie was not that great, but I mean, Tom
It was
McFarlane's
not.
own Spider-Man comic was good as well. But I like the writing. If I go back, I do like the classic Spider-Mans. Obviously,
Yes, yeah, I agree.
it is what it is. So I started with I started with Spider-Man when I was young, but the art of like Tom McFarlane, when I saw the art, I was like, whoa, this is like next level Spider-Man. That would be Amazing Spider-Man number 300 and on is where Todd McFarlane became very known to me as an artist.
Yeah,
I think
but
like 318 was like where I really got into it or something like that.
I mean, for me, like before I never really like read a Spider-Man comic before. Like I said, my first experience was the '90s animated series, and
Yeah.
before I did check out a little bit of comics, like the classic Stan Lee's Dick from the '60s.
Those are all good, yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm just looking for it now. The issue that got me into it. There's an issue, and I'm looking for the cover. There it is. It's Spider-Man 181. So it's one where he's at Uncle Ben. I always remember this issue having it. He's at Uncle Ben's
Is that
Oh
it?
yes, I love that.
gravestone. That's it right there. And it's literally like him thinking about his entire career as Spider-Man and what got him there and all the villains.
I'm
It's
surprised
like an
Dr. Doom's
annual.
one of them.
Like this is an amazing. I always remember having this one, and that's what really stands out to me for Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like I need to know why I listened to my uncle and used this with power and the responsibility to save lives.
Yeah,
These are all good.
Yeah,
and I like
I like-
Spectacular
I like
Spider-Man a
good.
lot.
That sounds like a clip show. Like what it like yeah, a clip show. If Spider-Man was a TV show, that would be a clip show.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
I'm down.
Oh,
As far as
I had this and
Spider-Man.
ripped the cover off.
Yeah, how does
Oh,
people
what
get
about
that 9.4?
Oh, wow.
That's good.
What about that famous Spider-Man storyline where Green Goblin killed Gwen Stacy on the bridge?
that's
the-
Yeah,
definitely
that was
Gwen
good.
Stacy.
That's the start of what's it called? The Bronze Age.
The
Yeah.
80s.
It's two. What's the number?
80s, Dark Age, the same thing.
I'll just say turning point.
As far as me with Spider-Man, it's connected to 9/11.
Oh, hey, I have that.
And,
I have that
when
poster with the one.
Aunt May found out that
I have that poster on my wall.
Oh no, it's nice. No,
Go ahead, Gray.
It was the issue.
Yeah, go ahead, Gray.
It was the issue where Aunt May found out that Peter was Spider-Man, and I saw that. I was like, "This is amazing!" And then 9/11 happened.
The animated series to use that story. Did you notice the animated series used that story?
Yeah.
My favorite comic book is Craven the Last Hunt. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
Craven the Last Hunt. Yeah.
That's like might put like top 3 book.
Let me see if I can lift up my. Check this. I'll see if I can lift this up and show you.
Well, what's that?
Where's Craven?
What?
Craven right there.
Whoa.
Craven.
There's Craven with Spider-Man. If you could see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the black.
There's
They're
a whole
making a
little
movie
Spider-Man
over
shot.
him. I don't
Bow
know.
on, get on your knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put him on
your
his
knees,
knees.
wall crawler.
I don't know how you're gonna do a Craven
That
movie
looks like
without Spider-Man.
That's
Yeah, there you go.
scene from Hateful Eight with Sam Jackson.
I got Hateful Eight. You like anime?
Yeah, wait, what you got?
Yeah, that's Power Rangers.
Oh wow.
Behind the photos is
Nice.
everything of Power Rangers.
The Power
You got the good
Rangers
ones, too.
90s Are the best.
You like Planet of the Apes? There's a Planet of the Apes for you.
Yeah. Planet of Apes.
Nice.
Planet of Apes is classic.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, can you see if they have Tom Holland Spider-Man go up against Craven?
I mean,
Craven
I
would
don't
beat
know
the crap
because
out
the
of him.
Craven movie that Sony is making. I mean, they announced the writer and shit like that, but like, I don't know how you're gonna do a Craven movie without Spider-Man.
That's what they said
Although
about-
Venom make 800 million in the box,
That's what they said about Venom.
and 75 in the box office without Spider-Man. Just like, I don't know, it's just hard to do. I don't know how you're gonna do Craven without Spider-Man.
Easily.
I have no idea either.
We have a really good story, and it established that he is not only Spider-Man's villain; he's his own person. It's easy. It's really easy.
Yeah.
And besides, like, people love bad guys.
Yeah.
Love bad guys.
Yeah.
Like if they did like Craven, like his best thing was Craven's Last Hunt, and that was a personal story to Craven, obviously. But I mean, if they were going to realize that in some sort of live action, you would have had to have Craven established already. So I don't know what they're going to do.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know what I would have done? I'll tell you what I would have done for Spider-Man 3. Okay. First of all, I would have done Scorpion because he was
Yeah,
introduced
he's
and
gonna
they never
show
used
up
him.
in the movie.
And I like that actor. He was in Breaking Bad and he's in Better Call Saul, and he's
Oh, I
fantastic.
forgot about that.
And that guy should have been Scorpion because check this out. The Scorpion storyline is that J. Jonah Jameson
also, he was in the
hires.
first Lethal Weapon movie.
Yeah. Oh, that actor was in the first Lethal Weapon movie? How old was he?
First 2.
Oh my God.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
He was one of the other crew of cops who got killed in that explosion by the South Africans.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to rewatch. Just look for him.
Yeah, like-
in that. That's crazy. But yeah, okay. So you have
It's
Scorpion.
really good.
So you have Scorpion, and the Scorpion storyline is that J. Jonah Jameson gets Mac Gargan. They give him a suit to go fight Spider-Man. So now, because Spider-Man is seen as a bad guy and he's been outed, they get Scorpion to come in to go after him, and that's how you introduce Scorpion. And then it turns out that he's really a villain or whatever. And then Peter has to like defeat him. And that's how you do it. That's what I would do for Spider-Man 3. This
I mean, there's
Spider-Verse
rumors that
crap-
he's gonna be in it, but
Whoa,
he might
whoa.
just have like a small
Did you say
cameo. That's
Spider-Verse
it.
crap?
Yeah,
Don't you
Spider-Verse
forget-
crap. I don't like the Spider-Verse stuff. It's like it's good for animated, but it doesn't work in live action for me.
No, it doesn't.
You
You
know
have to have
that,
a good writer to do the live action.
Here's the thing, guys.
Spider-Verse.
You know that it's good. Like the actor that people want back the most.
Toby.
Who?
I just said it's on my logo.
Donald Glover.
Oh,
Toby. I mean,
I know. but it's
I
not
don't know.
happening.
It's hard to say if they are in it or not in it until they show us like a trailer, or like a small teaser for Spider-Man 3. Then I was like, okay, they may be in it. But like, yeah.
Well, I mean, with the whole thing with Spider-Man 3, though, they filmed that really quietly. Like they could have like,
Well,
oh
it's
yeah, we're
kept
gonna have
under lock and
Spider-Man 3,
key
but then
because
the
they don't want
pandemic
spoilers.
happened.
And
Mhm.
and nothing got leaked
Well,
out there. Nothing like really.
Well, here's the thing.
because they had
Charlie
they're
somebody
Cox
keeping
is
this
gonna
under
show
lock
up
and
on
key because they
Daredevil.
don't want spoilers.
they took away Tom Holland's phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that'd be
Ooh.
pretty cool.
It's PS4 Scorpion.
That's not that bad.
I played this game a lot.
Like, I mean, or there's a great statue, Scorpion, Marvel. I think it's X Studios.
Hey, speaking of, could you imagine that if we have Oscorp in the MCU and Norman Osborn still Willem Dafoe?
No, there's rumors that he's gonna show up.
Yeah, like this is pretty sick.
But when is Peter gonna meet Harry and Norman? Like when is that supposed to, didn't he know them in high school?
Yeah, well, this is
He
a
knew
different
Harry
part.
Yeah.
His friend is Genki.
Yeah, I think that's kind of done.
Oh, Hobgoblin, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. He'd be cool.
But how would that work though? Like, why would he go bad? Like, you can't have the jealousy thing. You can't say, "Oh, you're Spider-Man, and you don't appreciate it. I should be Spider-Man." Come on, don't do that.
The thing is, they've sort of messed up the way Spider-Man is in the MCU now. Like, they can't do any of the Spider-Man-isms. They can't do any of those. It's
Yeah, I mean, he did
like
correct.
all that stuff's kind of gone.
I think the reason why people love Tom Holland so much and call him Comic Era is because he's actually a teenager in high school. So what?
But don't forget,
That whole
for
great
this,
power,
for
great responsibility
kids,
thing.
Well, apparently they
For
didn't want to
kids.
hear it again, or see Uncle Ben get shot again.
yeah, but like for this generation,
Seriously.
is
Oh, hey,
for
comic
this
book fan
generation
Edgar.
is Tom Holland
What's up, man?
Spider-Man.
Edgar, what's going on, man?
So like, I get
I'm
why
doing-
people like Tom
Oh,
Holland.
doing great. Just playing Marvel's Avengers and pretty much
Oh, you
enjoying
playing the Avengers
myself.
game? You enjoying it?
Yeah, but yeah, I love the game.
Who are you playing as?
Kate, I'm leveling her up to get the
Okay, Vision.
yeah.
I played the Avenger game. That game is dog shit.
What are you?
I
Oh
watched the
god.
movie.
Okay, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna go. I'm tired of defending something that really I'm never gonna have anyone that really. What's that word? It's pointless to argue something that really no one's gonna agree with.
I was playing it and it was so many glitches. Like, oh my god.
Well, that's the thing. When you have a game that's a live server, you're gonna get that. Look at Destiny. Look at every other game.
Marvel Spider-Man didn't have that.
Yeah, because it didn't have a fucking live service. Because it was a single player experience. This was they said quote
I
unquote.
stopped. I stopped playing. I just like move on.
Which is the
I personally love the game because I personally love the game because
Square Phoenix lost
captures
like 60 million.
You're talking about that Avenger? You're talking about the Avengers
Yeah.
game? I've never played.
Yeah,
I don't
they
even-
lost a lot.
Oh, and comic book fan Edgar. Since you're new here, and even though we already talked about it, I want to see what Edgar thought of the Superman news today.
Oh, no, not even thinking twice about it. Knew what was going to happen. I mean, if they're going to reboot Batman, do you really think they're going to do the same with Superman? Did anyone really think that was going to happen? Or we're going to continue having Phil? No.
Well, I think this Superman's going to show up in the Flash movie.
Like personally, for me, I'm
We'll
like,
see.
this is another attempt to just give the F to the Snyder and also Snyder. and Cavill, and pretty much they're gonna do the same with Wonder Woman. They'll do the same with Aquaman, Shazam.
I don't think they say that they're gonna keep Godot and Jason Momoa. They're not.
Do you really think they're gonna go past
Ben Affleck's probably done. Maybe
He's done. Ben Affleck is done. I like Henry
Cavill. I don't know. Like Warner Brothers.
He's got better fish to fry. I mean, like, dude, Warner Brothers is Warner Brothers is this. I will say this. I would rather deal with the idiot Sony, or the idiots on Disney than deal with the morons than with Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers lost Christopher Nolan for crying out loud. They lost Christopher Nolan for stupidity. They like Christopher Nolan. Granted, like, to be fair, they wanted to like, oh, it's a pandemic. It's like, dude, yes, that is also a pandemic, but people are going to go to the theaters. They're going to have the vaccine probably right there in the fucking theaters saying, hey, you want to go to the theater? You want to go see Black Widow, or you want to go see the new whatever on the theater? You got to have a vaccine. And here we are. We give you the vaccine. We give you everything right there. And
when are you guys getting the because like so Steven and I are in Canada, and we're a little bit behind.
I didn't know you lived in Canada.
We're getting it. I think the older people are going to start getting it in the next month, and then it's going to go down like 80s, 70s, kind of 60s, 50s. So basically, it'll be like like August or September, Steve, before you and I see it. Now, my friend, we both have a friend, a good friend of ours who lives in Israel. And he's already gotten it, which is so great. Apparently, Israel's like really ahead. They're ahead of the game. So I don't know when are you guys all in the States?
Well, Joe Biden say by the end of July there should be like a lot of doses for everybody to get vaccinated.
So pretty much, but back to like I was saying, like, I mean, personally, Warner Brothers made so many mistakes. It really says a lot about that studio, and I'm like. Yet again, I'm like, granted, do I think J.J. Abrams will do a good job? Yeah, sure. He'll probably do a fucking...
No, he's a shitty ass motherfucker.
He'll probably do a Christopher Reeve knockoff film.
Yeah, exactly. All J.J. knows how to do is knock off. He just
here's the thing. He's not he's a good director. If you like the Star Trek film, that was a really good, different film. It was not your typical Star Trek film. It was but it was different. It was a different Star Trek film.
It was a space movie in 2009.
J.J. Abrams knows how to turn on the camera. That's it.
He's a garbage writer. He's a garbage writer. He's a good vision.
I completely disagree. But yeah, okay, then we could say the same thing about Reeves.
He got a couple good movies, then the last 3
he falsely advertised a movie that was basically nothing more than a pile of dog shit. An overhyped movie that was not even a war.
Hey, let's leave Star Wars
alone. Which one? Star Wars?
But we're talking about Matt Reeves. Like, if we're gonna talk shit about like Matt Reeves, we're gonna talk about shit about yours truly, J.J. Abrams. We might as well just say the same thing to Matt Reeves. He did a bare bone, shitty, awful, fucking trash film
Hold on a second, Edgar. You understand that what he's gonna be doing for the Batman sounds pretty good.
Yeah, what he's doing to Batman, yeah,
it looks good.
But I mean,
sorry. Real quick, Edgar. Andrew, you have to understand with these trailers, they look good, but sometimes the movie is trash. Blade Trinity, X-Men 3, Spider-Man 3, Iron Man 3. Like they all have really
Salvation.
good trailers.
Yeah,
A3.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Or any other franchise.
The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton had good trailers, but it's underrated.
Which one?
But I mean, here's the thing. I like Abrams. I think he's a good director. But I mean, my problem is just director. The company. Like, Abrams is only doing this because of Warner Brothers wanted to. They wanted to have James Gunn to do Superman. He declined it. And he said, the reason why
I'm open to seeing what he wants to do. Because you know it's
I
gonna be
think
nuts.
James Gunn is going to go by what he feels the most to passion towards, or what he feels that he can bring the most to, which is like a Suicide Squad, and that seems like a better fit
for him. Yeah.
a James Gunn.
The Suicide Squad is like a
James Gunn
Guardians
likes
of the
killing
Galaxy
people.
You got-
2.0.
You guys have to remember. Okay, I'm okay. So I don't like JJ, but here's the thing about JJ: he delivers a product on time, and he's a good studio man. Like the studio,
Yeah.
like he works well with the studio heads. So then you have to start to think, what does the head of the studio? It's like he worked with Kathleen Kennedy. Now Kathleen Kennedy is trash.
Yeah, she's a
So,
garbage. She
she's
should
garbage.
be fired.
But
But JJ,
here's one thought. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
go
say
ahead.
she's trash, but George picked her. Just letting you guys know that.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
saying George
she's
is good
done.
too.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing about
She's
George.
done.
Yeah.
She'll be
Yeah,
done
yeah.
anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, listen, if you give the Star Wars movie to Dave Filoni and John Favreau,
Until they fuck up,
you give it to them. You go ask every fan.
Yeah, but I
has
mean,
liked her.
until they mess up, and then what? We're all going to be bitching about them. Like, I mean, it's never ending. I mean, if people could backstab George Lucas, they'll do the same with Kathleen Kennedy. They'll do the same with every other person. Trust me, buddy. There's more than meets the eye with Star Wars fans. I'm sorry. I mean, and plus, I mean, keep them. Like, I would rather have a businessman that just hires people that are fans of Star Wars and just go forward from there. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit too cruel, but I mean, I would rather just have it where if you get too much.
That was George Floyd. I mean,
Edgar,
that
I
was
get it. I get it. You ain't cruel, bro. I get it. You get.
To be honest, that was
because sometimes if you get too much power on a project, you fall in the level of the Ridley Scott level. You fall in the level of pure trash garbage films, and I'm like, I don't want that with these two guys, because if you do that, we got nothing to blame but yourself. That's why. And I'm like, and I know a lot of people are going to be saying, "Oh, you're wrong." Oh yeah, we were all wrong with how we felt about Ridley Scott and how he treated the Alien franchise. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Alien
franchise.
Right.
Okay, so if we just real quick, everyone does. Okay, this is what studios do. It's all knee-jerk reactions. Sometimes the reaction is good and you get something good out of it. Like Batman and Robin comes out, it's too colorful and shiny and silly. This is garbage. Everyone hates it. Okay, knee-jerk reaction. Let's do Batman Begins. Completely dark. We're rebooting. Now, something with like Alien, Prometheus came out, and I like Prometheus. That came out, and that was a little bit too weird. It's like, well, this is kind of weird. It's not exactly a prequel to Alien. I don't know. Then it's like, okay, forget all this. We better go back to just having the aliens kill people. It's like, I know, but now you made that Alien Covenant movie, and that's garbage. So it's like every time they try something new, the thing is that something like Star Wars, you're never going to please all the fans, yes, but also you should never, if you're going to do something like this, you should never use old characters. Because
I could agree with that, but I mean, here's the thing. I mean, you know, but I mean, but the and this is why I feel like even though the Ridley Scott, not Ridley Scott, the what was the director who did Last Jedi?
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah. Once he does his, I guarantee you, his movies are going to be so successful because it's not part of the Skywalker family. I'm going to use the Mandalorian.
If it's not part of Skywalker, then you've got an open forum because nobody knows anything.
Yeah, because I mean that's the thing. I mean, you know, the reason why people are going to be like, why is these movies are so successful? Because it's not a part of the Skywalker family. If you have a part of the film that is a direct link to the Skywalker family, you're going to get that audience expecting that thing, not expecting you know what. Now, granted, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I like Abrams. I thought he tried to save the trilogy. I thought he did a good setup, but just overall, it's
that's funny.
Like, it's not his fault the sequel trilogy. It's not his fault that the sequel trilogy failed. But I mean, like, just my opinion only. I think honestly he'll do a good job for the studio that Warner Brothers wants to have. They want to have a new Superman film
coming out. He got Constantine.
Yeah, that's
He got 4 projects right now. He got Justice League Dark, Constantine as the Tana project,
and also the Cloverfield film. Do you remember
and
that film?
Superman.
So, but JJ is just producing.
And also
He's
the
not
He's
actually
producer, but he's the
directing.
second producer ending too.
Yeah. So, producing is not the same,
Yeah.
right? Like he's not going to be there directing the actors. So it's like that's a different kind of because executive producer, that's just like overseeing it, right? So we have to see what happens. Like a lot of these problems, they hire a director like Sam Raimi, they give him free reign. He does Spider-Man, everyone loves it. He does Spider-Man 2, great. Everyone loves Spider-Man 2. Then they're like, well, this is a moneymaker. Then they start looking at it more like, well, market research shows that people love Venom, but Sam Raimi's like, well, I'm not partial to Venom, so I'm not going to put Venom in it. They're like, no, you have to put Venom. And he's like, okay. So they shoehorn that in, and it looks shoehorned, and it looks like they don't care. It was an afterthought. You could tell. Venom is literally an afterthought. The entire link of that trilogy is Sandman and how he may have killed Uncle Ben in that shooting or whatever. So that entire
I hated
that
twist.
part.
I thought that was
garbage. But that's the trilogy thing,
blame it on Sony.
right? That's a trilogy. That's the rule of the trilogy. Somebody comes back from the first one to link it as a trilogy. Just as like it's like, well, now we're gonna face the guy who may have killed my uncle or whatever. But whether you like that angle or not, that's fine. But Venom doesn't belong in that cycle.
It doesn't. That's what I say. Sony.
That's why it's bad. So it's the studio coming in with their little ideas. So we have to see how it works. Right now, it's way too early to know what's going to happen for sure. But I personally am nervous. But I'd rather just have Henry Cavill come back. He comes back. Let's see what we could do with him. Maybe I hate this recasting. This whole thing where it's like everyone just dumps it.
No,
They
it's,
would never
it's,
do
it's a
that.
never-ending reboot.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
JJ,
how's the reboot?
really?
I mean, so you try to
think
reboot
it's just
with a
So-
black
no.
Superman character.
Okay,
but
Gray.
How is that a reboot?
Hold on, Gray Malkin, go. What were you going to say, Gray?
I was gonna say that I forgot what I was about to say.
Okay, Anthony.
Well, like for me, it's like, okay, how you calling a reboot if you grabbing a black Superman character and calling it a reboot? That's not a reboot. I mean, it is pop to Warner Brothers, but like at the same time, it's like, okay, Warner Brothers.
they're trying to do something else.
You could.
Well,
I mean,
here's the thing.
Trying to do
I
something
think they're
different.
just trying to I think it's simple. They're just trying to distance themselves away from Snyder and Cavill as fast as they can.
True.
Yeah, but they've got comic book. Edgar, did you see Superman and Lois yet or no?
I loved it. I thought it was. I did a review on it.
Okay.
You should watch my review. Like I do like all kinds of stuff. I was. I'm gonna say this right now. I hated the CW version of Superman because
For sure.
Because he was Supergirl bitch.
Yeah.
Because the way they were handling him and Supergirl, I'm like, oh my god, I hate this show. I hate this version of Supergirl. Oh my god, I was dreading it. I was like, oh, you bastards.
Did you like the Flash?
No,
I like
Supergirl.
Flash. I hate Supergirl, but Flash is good. Even if it's in its shit season, I would rather watch that than trash Supergirl. But the facts are, I mean, this is a good show. I really don't want CW to mess it up, but I mean, it was overall good. It had Man of Steel vibes. It had a lot of things that really. It had a lot of things that I really.
They got
really,
Christopher Reeve vibes.
Yeah, that too. And it had a lot of great things. It also made its own. Like it didn't want to be, oh, we're just gonna cardboard copy of Christopher Reeves.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our own identity to this Superman. We're gonna make him to be this completely different version that you want to root for.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like, well, gee, I honestly am very proud that this show took itself seriously to take care of something that other writers than a particular show failed to do. But I mean,
you know what? Because Supergirl writers think that Supergirl is superior to Superman, which they think that Superman is the bitch.
No, it's not just
Like,
that.
come on.
It's not just that, Anthony. It's more so it's more so the society right now because if you have Supergirl and you bring in Superman, why do you need Supergirl?
Right.
True.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why Superman
also
Lois
another-
hasn't mentioned
It also,
Supergirl yet.
it also just sorry interrupting, but I mean, it also comes with a little bit of sexism, like with reverse the gender to woman to man. Yeah, you'll get the same meaning. They make that person look good, and then you have the other person look like trash. And that is something that is very much I hate about our society, where that I'm sorry, a little bit political on this, but I mean it just kind of sometimes kind of happens.
So hold on. Okay. So
I don't mind a female kind of. Well, I'm sorry. Just let me say this. I don't mind a female pretty much being her own, and you have the other one, especially if it's like a legacy type character. And I feel like people sometimes, even though it's done right, I feel like people like to jump because they're so scared to accept it. And it goes through the right way of doing things. It also goes the wrong way of doing things. And I just feel like with Supergirl, they absolutely misunderstood the character, and they misunderstood how you treat the relationship between Superman and Supergirl. But it's just I'm just a big fan of Supergirl, and I'm in a very much salty, very much like I'm at that point. I'm like, I get it, Warner Brothers. You hate Zack Snyder. Just say it. Just say it. We don't want to continue your universe. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, you gave his film. It really just upsets me that I'm like, oh, see, basically telling us, oh yeah, we're gonna reboot your universe because we failed to try to be in the level of Marvel or try to get that high. And it's been. I'm gonna say this. It's been like this since 2012.
You can't compete with Marvel if you cannot copy them. That's the bad thing.
All right, Gray.
But actually, Edgar, to add on to your point,
Go.
DC wants what Marvel has, but they don't want to have to do all the work for it.
Right.
They want all the success, but half the time. And that's not okay. They don't need to do that. What they need to do is stop looking at Marvel and say, okay, we have our own stuff, we have our own characters. Let's just do everything in-house. We don't look at Marvel. Marvel is not us.
We talked about this briefly. We talked about this briefly last time. In the comics, DC was always number 2 seller, and for a long time. And the thing is,
Marvel number 2?
DC was number 2, Marvel number 1.
Oh, Marvel was number 1
seller.
Damn.
Marvel was number 1 comic book seller for a long time. And DC was number 2, but when you're number 2, there's a lot of freedom because you're not worried about being number 1. You're not worried about staying on top. You only look at yourself and say, let's make good quality product. That's it. You make good quality product and you power forward. You go forward. Marvel's always like, we got to be on top. What can we do? And then they start getting into a lot of weirdness. Where it's like, well, we need to stay on top. What can we do to shake things up? Let's make Spider-Man a clone. No, let's do this. Like they start getting like fumbling. And DC was always like just like on the straight and narrow. We're just gonna do our path and that's it.
Yeah. The last episode.
Oh, hey, Truth.
Yeah, what's up, Truth? The last
episode
of that last episode of WandaVision will be 50 minutes. They just confirm it.
That's gonna be good. Yeah.
Okay.
50 minutes. That means
we're actually gonna wrap this up in another minute because Steven and I play Marvel Strike Force and we have a war going on right now. And I'm the leader of the squad.
Strike Force, you like that? You
mad at us, man.
Yeah, spend money on it.
I hope you guys get your white vision.
Listen, okay, we're going back to White Vision again. How about this issue with 2 Hawkeyes? How do you like that? Okay, no, hold on. We're gonna go.
We just call that Bird.
Where's my White Vision that I got? Okay, here you go. Let's do it. Let's do it one more time, just for the. Oh yeah.
Why is he naked? That's my thing. Why is he naked?
He's not naked.
I mean, he's naked right now. Isn't he naked in WandaVision? Yeah, he's naked.
Can I just say too, Gray? Awesome shirt, man. I saw it. Bullet Club. That's awesome.
Which one?
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
shit.
The
There you
Japanese
go.
Go.
That's
I'm
awesome.
with
man.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
WandaVision.
Hey,
Wanda.
hey,
Okay,
Vision
so-
is so. I really like Vision.
Yeah, I love Vision. He's
Wanda-
great. What? No
No.
way.
No, okay.
Wanda's
here's
my-
Yeah, I'm personally.
Okay,
I love them
Wanda,
both.
you can really get on her
Well,
because
let me
you can,
see.
like, yeah, she can hurt you, but you gotta attack her mental. You be like, you're a sick bastard, just like your dad. And then just
No.
let
Oh
that-
my god.
Wanda will
Wow.
destroy you.
Like,
Okay, so we're gonna do
No.
a quick round. So Edgar,
Oh, yeah,
I
dude.
posted your link. I posted your link to your channel in the stream, and I'll also post it
Yeah.
afterwards after this uploads. So are you doing? You want to just quickly
thanks,
plug
thanks.
your? So-
I do videos. I do. What? What's go? I'm a little lost.
You do- yeah,
what are you
game-
trying to say?
Gaming, comic
you
books?
just totally lost me. Oh yeah, I do comic book reviews. I also do Let's Plays. But if you want to stay tuned on my reviews on WandaVision and my thoughts on it, really great episode. Cried like a bitch when I literally just that ending. Oh god,
That episode was great.
It was great.
The episode
And the White
for me,
Vision.
the episode showed me that you have to let your loved ones go, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
That was the great story.
That-
of
But
that
I
episode.
mean,
That episode showed-
I'll just say this: she's gonna learn to let go, but you're gonna see her grief. A
Oh,
lot.
yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right,
Oh my
Gray,
God,
you want?
Scarlet Witch is the Black Dark Phoenix. Okay. All right. 1407 Gray Malkin Lane. We do videos. We're working on the timeline of the X-Men. We do explaining X-Men to my wife. She thought Wolverine's name was X-Men. I
Whoa! Oh no!
didn't. Yeah.
No.
And to quote Al Bundy, I admit I did not marry well.
Oh my god!
All right, so
Has
Anthony
she
and
watched the
Andrew, you guys
movie?
don't do anything, right? You guys don't do any. You guys just. Anthony, you don't do any.
No. I just like coming on, talking and stuff like that. Yeah.
Andrew, you too.
Hmm?
You don't do anything, do you?
Oh well, I have a YouTube and Twitter.
All right, so check Anthony out. All right, or Andrew.
Yeah.
Steve, you want to plug your stuff?
Yeah, so I'm a published author when I'm not doing my day job or coming on
Oh.
here to talk to y'all. So check out my website. I write fiction. I've written 3 novels, but I keep writing. I also write for 2 websites, the actionelite.com and the movieelite.com. So check it out. Look me up. You probably enjoy it.
Will do.
Do movie reviews.
Yeah. All right, and now I'm going to be back. So Andrew, did you want to say anything, or you?
Well,
No,
have a
I
good
think
day,
I-
everybody.
You're good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be heading over to the Truth stream later.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll see how it's going and how our war's
Right.
going, and then we might go check it out. But I'm going to be back Sunday, and Gray Malkin is going to be with me on Sunday, and we're going to do
Wow.
some X-Men talk. And I've got a few other people lined up as well, so I'm starting a new thing. It's going to be, for right now, it's just for the X-Men fans, but I'm going to open it up pretty soon. It's going to be a special edition of the Danger Room, and it's going to have fans coming on, and I'm going to talk to the fans and just interview them almost like as though they were, just as important as the creators. So that'll be on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, that'll be it then, and we will
Well, have a
see
good day,
everyone
everybody.
back.
Have a great day, night, whatever.
Yep.
Peace.
Take care, Anthony.
Take care, Anthony.
And so we're going to all be back. Steve, Sean, and I are going to be back in the Danger Room next Friday talking about the finale of WandaVision and probably a whole bunch of other stuff because this thing keeps as soon as you start talking about nerds, as soon as you get a bunch of nerds together,
Oh man.
as soon as you get a bunch of nerds together, we start going all over the place. All right, so Gray Malkin, I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to send you, or you send me an email, okay, to the email that I gave you. You got my email, right? Okay, cool. Send me an email just so I have your
but
email.
then I lost it. All right, I just sent
All right,
you.
let me-
I just sent you mine.
Okay, cool. I've got yours then. I've got yours.
Cool.
I will post that here, and I'll send you the link tomorrow, and we will go
Cool.
from there. Okay, guys, thank you so much
Cool.
for watching, and we will see you next Friday. And if you want to come in on Sunday, and you're going to see us talk some X-Men talk. All right, have a good one.